that we need to start it early.
Hello,
Tonight,
hello.
we are coming to you
Made it just in the
live
nick
from
of
the Peacock
time.
Theater in Los Angeles to celebrate the
Hold on.
best in gaming from the
Let's
past
listen to
year,
this chick.
with special performances from Snoop Dogg,
Oh
21
God, the performances
Pilots,
already, they're starting. Why do they? Why do they do this?
Blow your mind.
And we still got a half hour left. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have rushed, but whatever.
And more. In fact, I have one ready to reveal right now, and it's a very special one to kick off our 10th anniversary.
Oh boy.
What is
What? Passing them kidney stones. Please make it interesting. No, not so much. One quick second. Let me see. What's going on here? Oh my god. Oh, okay, good. So everything is coming in hot. Sorry, I'm just making sure that everything is running smoothly. I remind you all, I am a one-man operation. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure the audio is good. Okay. Turn this off and switch things back to how they should be. Disconnecting.
There it is, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound
Okay.
coming in summer 2025. It's the new title from Dotemu, the publisher behind.
What is this going on that we're watching here?
Shredder's Revenge. That announcement makes a killer
All right.
segue into our first award category tonight, Best Fighting Game. Here
Yeah,
are the
terrific.
nominees. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
I figured it was gonna be something Ninja Gaiden, but I didn't want to jump the gun.
Rising. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, Arcade Classics. Multiverses. And Tekken 8.
Killer
The Game
segue,
Award
get it?
goes to...
Hardy har har.
Oh, look at that. Tekken 8.
Actually, let me. What the hell?
Thank you to all gaming community and Tekken community, and thank you to my development team,
Oh, yeah.
marketing team in all regions.
God almighty.
And we will continue to update and to improve Tekken 8. So stay tuned.
Yes.
And don't ask me for. Beep.
Committee.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. And now, a new kind of cozy game that is unlike anything you've played before.
Well, this is very. How can I put this? This is very Game Awards of the Game Awards so far. One quick second. Let me just. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm good on all systems that I got open up. I'm multi-streaming like everywhere. This looks boring. What? Move into college simulator? Like, what am I looking at here? Who could possibly be into this?
On the floor lies a tome covered in blood. Titled
What?
Top Ways to Conquer the Spire. You find this manuscript highly suspicious because it's covered.
This
in
is me
blood.
being overly dramatic.
Read the book, covering your hands in blood.
What do we have going on here? Okay, that's nightmare fuel for like any kid who'd be dumb enough to play that. I can't imagine who's interested in this. Ironclad, silent, necrobinder. Yeah, this looks pretty generic. I like the art style though. Slay the Spire 2? Alright. Whatever.
That was the first look at the gameplay of Slay the Spire 2. I'm thrilled because there's a new Slay the Spire, but also terrified because I just got over
like
my
you
first
played the
edition
first
before,
one.
So the cycle continues. Anyway, after the show, be sure to head over to TikTok and share your best gaming highlights from 2024 with hashtag gaming on TikTok. And now it's time for our next award. Best VR AR game.
God,
Nominees
why do
are
they make VR games? I don't
Arizona
understand
Sunshine
it.
Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2,
It seems like such a waste.
Batman Arkham Shadow,
There have been some games I've been curious about
and Metro
that
Awakening.
like how can I put
The
it?
Game Award goes to
Like I would like to play, but it's
Batman
VR,
Arkham
so like
Shadow.
why bother, you know? What is this?
I just want to accept this award on behalf of my colleagues at Camouflage. You guys did some of the best work of your careers, and I have a feeling that the best is yet to come. The company we work for, Meta, has been a great place to work, and for Oculus Studios, all the support that you provided to us.
I'm stunned that like Oculus and even that not even just that the PSVR is still around, but that they made a sequel to it. I think for the PS5. I'm just like I'm baffled.
To build a sequel to that incredible foundation that Rocksteady and Warner Brothers Montreal provided to
This
us.
guy looks like
And
J.J.
lastly, to
Abrams
the
on the left.
Amazing crew and cast to this game: Roger Craig Smith, Troy Baker, Elijah Wood, Tara Strong, Kari Payton. You guys crushed it. You guys are award-winning as far as we're concerned. Thank you for what you brought to our game.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Since 2018, the TGA Global
You could
Gaming
tell they're
Citizen
important 'cause they
Program
just
has
get rushed
recognized
right out.
individuals doing their part to better the world through games. This year's recipient makes games that protect nature and fight climate change.
Oh my
This is the
god.
story of Laura
Really?
Clark,
What?
CEO
This is what I read. Like they're just this really has like video games on the whole have tried so hard with their identity crisis and gone they have fast tracked their own self-indulgence towards Hollywood levels of self-aggrandizement.
A passion, or actually don't like to call it
Climate
passion,
change
more as a-
with video games, like why? What the hell are you talking about, man?
We're less than 20 years away from
A tree hugger, literally a tree
For me,
hugger.
that's
Oh my
incredibly
God.
scary, both for our
Next,
future,
what's
but
next? She's gonna be holding a seagull that's covered in oil on a beach. Video games, folks.
For reaching home to be as a people,
What
to
the
create
hell?
awareness of what's happening in the world. So when you play Longleaf Valley,
Oh,
you're
Lord.
restoring and saving a national park, and then as you're playing, you're actually
It's so fun. Like, I am not a political channel, but I've been listening to so much commentary lately about how people, like wokesies, are running for cover in pretty much all segments of culture, especially even in Hollywood. Like, just to give you an example, it's rumored that the recent edits and reshoots to the upcoming Captain America 4 Brave New World are because of Trump's win. Like, that's insane to me. And I was just listening to someone who was talking about how DEI departments are closing down. I can't end with DEI doing its number on gaming. Well, I guess it did round back to gaming, but with DEI such as Sweet Baby Inc. just running rampant, and those chickens coming home to roost when it comes to gaming and profits, and all these studios shutting down, it's wild to me, man. But I guess video games have yet to adapt to the new climate, but hopefully that happens sooner rather than later, because my god.
Welcome back to the Game Awards opening act presented by State Farm. We're counting down to the big show with more world
It's
premieres
so
and
funny to me that they have a 15-minute countdown just for a half-hour countdown to the actual awards. And I'm over here rushing to try to get, because I just got off work not too long ago, and I'm over here rushing to try to get this stream going, and like we got all this fluff.
From the legendary creator of Deus Ex, Warren Spector, this is Thick as Thieves.
Yeah, let's see it.
Another night on the town. Let's see what Raz does for me.
Nice of you to turn up.
Oh, the McEwen estate.
Oi!
This one's always
I've got me Cockney accent, I do too. What the hell? The hood. Oh yeah, that thumping music. Please, right into my veins. Oh, and it got worse. Once the vocal started, ugh.
Best to stay nice and quiet. But keep your wits about you. You never know what's around the corner.
I do like the art style, though. Really?
Things could go many different ways. Because like I say, it's every feat themselves.
Okay.
Love it.
I don't know. It
Can't wait to
seemed
get
a
that
little
on my
too
wish
Disney
list.
to be like a
Okay,
anything to
next
do with
up are our
thieves.
3 esports categories.
Oh god,
The first is
esports.
Best Esports Game presented by Old Spice. And the nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota
Shout
2,
out to Counter-Strike that
League
it's
of
still
Legends,
going.
Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. The Game Award goes to League of Legends. Next up, for Best Esports Athlete, the nominees are 3-3, Alexi
I
B,
think, if I'm not mistaken, they tried to make I think Korea made StarCraft its like official esports, and I just feel like, much like the word viral, people try, like studios try to make games esports when it's like, yeah, I think the fans do that. Like, we'll tell you what goes viral, and you won't tell us. You know what I mean?
Congratulations to all the winners of our esports categories. All right, the Game Awards opening act presented by State Farm is moving forward as we reveal 2 more world premieres.
How about
This
you make
first
them
one is
good?
An alternate take on a legendary series from Bandai Namco.
Bandai Namco. I don't... What the hell? What? This looks interesting. Bandai Namco. I like the old school arcadey sounds. What is this? What? Oh Jesus. Shadow Labyrinth. Yeah, I don't know what that is. As he Pac-Mans someone to death. Oh god, enough of these like cartoony types of games. Anyway, yeah, I decided to, like, I do consider, like, as for all of its faults, I do consider the Game Awards to be something of a winter tradition.
That was Steel Paws, a brand new world from a gaming legend, Yu Suzuki, known for Virtua Fighter and Shenmue. Our next award is one of my favorites, Games for Impact. It showcases thought-provoking games with a positive social message.
Of course, my god. Oh, it's so cringe. I mean, I knew what we were in for because I've been watching these since I believe 2019, probably earlier than that.
Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kinzera, Zao.
I didn't hear too much of Senua's Saga once it came out. Like, it had all this hype, and then it came out, and it was just like nothing. Like crickets afterwards. But yeah, this whole like social impact crap. Oh my god.
It's such an honor to receive this award. Well, first I would like to thank the jury and basically everyone who voted for us. This award belongs to the entire team at Nomad Studio, Berlinist.
I'm waiting for
everyone who helped us to bring.
Gee, what have we seen in previous game awards? People popping off at the mouth, like people cursing at Hollywood for whatever reasons. F the Oscars. We have seen people who are accepting awards like Al Pacino or just on stage that are just completely lost. They don't know they don't know why they're there, and they just Joe Biden themselves all over the stage.
To introduce it is someone who knows a thing or two about them. Cozy K.
Long meandering acceptance speeches like that guy from Stargate.
I'm really excited to share
what else have we seen?
Cozy games with you.
Oh my god, that one kid that I don't think he was supposed to be on stage, but he was like thanking Bill Clinton. That was certainly a moment.
I love spending endless hours in my IRL garden, and this game captures that feeling so well.
In your IRL garden? Oh Jesus, get this off of my screen.
It's real cozy. You can do a ton of decorating in your own style. You can really.
I realize the irony of what it is that I'm about to say because I'm obviously streaming this, but I find it so. Is there anything that's more cringe than the gaming industry embracing? I shouldn't say embracing, but here's what it is. The phoniness in the gaming industry trying to script content creators, live streamers. It always comes off so insincere and bad. And to me, it says something that you like, you know, as far as from what I've seen, you know, like you won't get a Markiplier or Dr. Disrespect doing these like, I don't know, phony scripted, just plastic type of what is this? Of segments for these types of award shows. Oh my god, what is happening here? Whoa! Okay. You have my attention. What is going on here? I'm guessing this is just another zombie type game, but this looks interesting. Stallcraft? Okay.
Welcome to the Midnight Murder Club. One flashlight, one gun.
Oh Jesus! Is this where Jay-Z and and Diddy hang out in their after hours?
Stay quiet.
Okay.
Oh, do we have a horror game?
Towards those. Come on.
Hello. Oh, hello. No.
Oops. Misfire.
Came in from behind. Double kills. Did you get him? Yeah.
Is that what this game is? How many of your friendlies you can decapitate?
Join the club and die trying.
Okay. Interesting.
Welcome back to the Game Awards opening act. We are so close to the big show, which, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love you too. Which, by the way, is freaking stacked this year. Let's hear it for the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot that this Drek has been going on for so long.
Until then, enough.
Shut up.
I still have
That was
some
funny.
incredible awards and world premieres to share with you. So let's get back into it with our next award, Innovation in Accessibility. These companies have all made strides to make their games as playable as possible.
I don't understand what that means.
And they are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age The Veilguard.
Yeah. Really, Star Wars Outlaws? Innovation in accessibility. What is that, and how would you even measure it?
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
I didn't even. A Prince of Persia game came out this year? I didn't even know about that.
Merci beaucoup. We are truly honored to receive this award. As from the beginning of the project, we aim to create a fun and challenging game, but a game as accessible as possible. And it proves that accessibility doesn't dilute, but rather reinforce the core of a game. More players enjoy the thrill of
I don't know what the
exploration.
hell this guy's talking about, and I don't care about this award.
More players experience the intensity and expressivity of our combat thanks to the option. It was a passion project made by an incredible team. Big congratulations to the team. I know you're watching from Montpellier. Félicitations l'équipe.
Okay, moving on.
Thank
Pull
you.
the get that long cane to pull this guy off of the screen.
Team, Jan, our families, our friends, and of course you, the players. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for keeping that brief and pointless.
And now it's the next game from Pugstorm, the Swedish team behind the indie hit Core Keeper.
I don't know. I can't believe this award show has been going on for 10 years. My God. That's how long we've been suffering from Jeff Keighley. And I didn't think that there was a bigger geek than Mark Zuckerberg, but my God, watching Jeff Keighley attempt to put on like a dinner jacket, jeans, and like high top sneakers, I'm just like, wow, you are a geek. I'm sorry, but what the hell? Oh God, can we get to like a generic shooter or something? Like these kiddie games are getting to be a bit much. I remember, when was it? It must have been four years ago that they first announced Callisto Protocol on the Game Awards, and man, did I ever call that. From the jump, I give myself credit for acknowledging, and look, it was the initial teaser trailer did not show gameplay, but you know, it was just a generic looking space zombie game, which I guess is now, I guess is a genre, even though it's kind of a ripoff of Dead Space. And like it was made by it was looked at as spiritual successor to Dead Space, even though people wanted it to be that. And they also wanted it to pick up the mantle of Dead Space.
Thank you so much. It's a massive honor for us.
So,
to be getting,
hold
Game
on.
Award because something we've been working hard.
Lower this a little bit.
Years at Team Asobi.
Yeah, it's like the hype from the beginning. The hype train on Callisto Protocol. Oh my God, you had people talking about how they like clearly forcefully wanted it to be the next Dead Space. You had IGN talking about how they would make hype videos, fluff pieces over how Callisto Protocol is reinventing survival. It's like, dude, you can't just say that, not back it up with footage, not back it up with gameplay, and then you title your video that way and you don't even show how it's allegedly reinventing the genre. Like, oh my god. And I don't want to say I got so much hate, but I did get like noticeable amounts of hatred because of that. But I'm just like, dude, guys, please, like, don't hype up this game when it has nothing behind it. Let's see what this is. There was nothing behind Callisto Protocol for you to believe that it was something great or amazing. Okay, just another soccer sports game. Is this an esports game too? Yeah, it was nothing to it. It was just a game. And it wasn't even a particularly good one. Like, oh, like it looked it looked generic. It looked like a carbon copy of Dead Space. And it, like, everything to a T. So many people were talking about how this was allegedly something that was supposed to be groundbreaking. Dude, it very much wasn't. And I warned people the week of. And look, I understand that, you know, I wasn't going to change anybody's minds in terms of anyone who, for instance, had pre-ordered this game. But, man... When it came out, I played it all December long of 2022, and man, I was thoroughly unimpressed.
In the best way possible, of course.
And look, I didn't like.
Is Solasta too?
It was getting so much hype, and look, that's a good thing for survival horror. But you know what's an even better thing for the genre? When a game that has a hype train behind it actually delivers. Okay, what's going on here? Is this Thor's sister from Ragnarok? Jesus, what the hell? Oh, I guess you want a bigger army. Tactical Adventures presents. Or a fantasy RPG, I'm guessing. Well, obviously. Anyway, this looks boring. Yeah, like, look, I didn't just want it to blindly crap on Callisto Protocol, but it's just like, look, it's a good thing for the genre to have anything with that level of excitement or hype behind it. But at the same time, you know, fans do have to temper their expectations, and boy, was I ever vindicated.
That is it for our opening act, but the 10th anniversary show is just getting started. The Game Awards main event is about to begin with tons of big awards, big new game announcements, and amazing performances by
that no one asked for.
Orchestra, 21 Pilots.
I really don't understand why, like, the message hasn't sunk into these people. I remember the E3 Xbox One presentation. Oof, man. That one went down in history for all the wrong reasons. But it's just like, dude, when is... Oh god, here we go.
Now, here's your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Uh-huh. Like, seriously, one would think that a suit or a tux would make someone look professional. This guy just looks... He just has douche scrawled all over his face. His punchable face.
Welcome to the Game Awards, the biggest global celebration of video games out there, and you have joined us
Which, like,
on a very special
that doesn't
night,
mean
our
anything.
10th anniversary. Welcome.
I swear, I did not know that this was the 10th anniversary until today.
When we started TGA in 2014, we had no idea it would become as big as it is around the world. But I felt, like so many of you, that games and the people who make them and the fans deserve a moment like this. You watch this show because games are part of your identity. They mean something to you. And tonight is a tribute to just how far games have come, and despite the challenges our industry faces, where they are going.
Yeah, like what?
And let me just tell you, you
gonna spell any of those out?
joined us on a very
Like Sweet
special
Baby
night.
Inc.
Our industry is constantly evolving. This year, 4 of our Game of the Year nominees were developed in Japan, 1 in China, China's first ever nomination for Game of the Year, and 1, Balatro, was made by a single guy, Local Thunk, who's here in the audience tonight.
Okay. Local Thunk. You got a mixtape going on?
Now, tonight for our anniversary show, we are joined by many special guests. First, it is a tremendous privilege to have this man with us. Back in the 1990s, he convinced
I
Sony
knew it.
to enter the video game industry with the PlayStation, which this month celebrates its 30th anniversary.
That's
Please
wild.
join me in welcoming
That notification
the
came up for
father
me
of the
earlier this
PlayStation,
week.
the great Ken Kutaragi.
Don't fall apart getting up.
Also tonight, we welcome a double nominee who's competing against herself in Best Adaptation. She stars in both
What?
Fallout and Arcane, the amazingly talented Ella Purnell. Welcome, Ella.
Okay.
And finally, we announced his studio at the first TGA, and in 2021, he won Game of the Year. And tonight, despite our better judgment, he's going to have the stage all to himself to reveal his next game a little bit later. Joseph Ferris, welcome back, buddy.
Oh, that's the guy that cursed out the Oscars.
Now, as always, we're recognizing an outstanding year in gaming while looking at
Hey, Waldorf.
Oh, God.
What is it, Statler?
Really?
How long is this bozo gonna go on?
That's what I've been
asking for the last 10 years. Oh!
hey, guys, yeah, up here, host, yeah, we're you know, we
This
can
is
hear
bad.
you.
Oh, good. Can you hear this? Boo! Yeah, please wrap
They, you know, they've tried so very many times to make comedy work at video game shows. Who could forget Mr. Coffee? Oh, God.
Waiting to see the show.
Yeah, speaking of a lot of people, why isn't this theater full, huh? Yeah, we heard you always sell out. Oh, got him.
Yeah, that actually was funny.
All right, let's keep the show rolling.
It's already rolling. Off a cliff. Oh!
All right. That was
We're
good.
here all night, Statler and Waldorf. I don't know what we signed up for. All right, well, in any case, let's get this anniversary started. And to present tonight's first award, I couldn't think of a better duo. He's one of our industry's greatest creative forces, alongside one of our most talented performers. And they've teamed up for the newly released
Get on with it, man.
Great Circle. Please join me in welcoming Bethesda's Todd Howard and actor Troy Baker.
So I don't really have predictions for this game show, but I would like to see something out of. I would like to see the trailer for RE9, even though I'm not excited for that game. And also, I would like to see something out of Doom: The Dark Ages.
Awards for the last decade has celebrated the best performances in games by honoring some of my peers, some of my friends, like Nolan North, Roger Clark. Yes.
Is it that Troy Baker is that enormous, or this guy, I forget his name on the right, is that tiny?
Have you ever won this award? Look, they do give an award for best indie game, and I think everybody here can agree you make a great case for best indie performance.
Oh. Well, thank you. I don't know about that. Thank you, though.
There was another guy though.
You mean the other guy?
He's pretty good. Pretty
Really
good.
Absolutely.
Get on with the Oh, God. I actually heard this game is pretty good. I think G-Man Lives did a review on it. Oh god. If he absolutely hates nerds. So I guess he'd rather be there than at a Star Wars convention.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
He is
While
out
you're
of it.
on your feet, let's give a big round of applause to these two guys for the great circle.
Oh man. He sounds so tired.
I think this guy did a great job.
Damn, man. Someone get him some
If I'd
Activia and a
known he was
wheelchair.
so good, I would have done it myself.
What?
And now, we're
What?
here to present
What just
the
happened?
award for best performance. Here are the nominees.
Oh my god.
Best
Dude, what is...
Just look at it all. It's still going strong.
Wait a minute.
I should cross over.
We're doing performances?
I think she's going to
We have a category for oh, whatever, man. What? Yeah, I meant to say this again. Say that before. Wasn't Star Wars Outlaws like a horrendous game?
The shadow will always hang over me.
Why the hell is this being nominated for anything? I completely forgot that Senua's Saga came out this year.
And the winner is Melinda Juergens.
God, please get Harrison Ford off of that stage. I haven't even seen a review of Senua's Saga.
Like I'm gonna cry. I don't know where to start. I want to big shout out to my fellow nominees. You are all incredible. I want to
Blah, blah,
thank
blah.
our incredibly talented team at Ninja Theory, who are just so amazing. Our cast, our crew, our stunt team, like they're just all done just such a great job. Our
Yes.
collaborators.
You already won. What's happening? Oh great, my audio is coming through my PC. Hold on, give me a second. I pulled my mic cord out. Hell. What the hell happened here? Great, let me try to figure this out. Oh, that's what happens. Crap. Headphones, why is this not working? Stream Deck. This guy's accent is funny. I'm not even looking at this because I'm trying to fix this. Oh, let me check something. Ooh, you gotta fill out something, little lass. I if there's one thing I like, I kind of hate how advanced what do you call it? The settings have gotten for streaming. Like you have to go through like a million settings just to fix one thing. It's like it's annoying. The hell's going on here? Is this Prima Natra? Stream Deck. Stream Deck. Oh, there we go. Headphones. Okay, Wavelink.
Village. Save yourself.
Okay, we're back.
Run.
And let me just make sure it's good. The audio is good on the stream.
Run. Run.
I wonder if that Assassin's Creed that pissed everybody off this year is still okay, we're good on audio. It's still gonna get any announcements or nominations. All right, sorry about that, guys. Really? Having some liquid courage? Oh my. All right. Oh lord. Another tall, lanky, spider-like creature. What? A spider bird? Oh my. Well, if that ain't enough to force you to look into every corner and crevice in your room before you go to sleep at night for silverfish. This is cool and all, but you know, this is kind of another trend that really needs to be fixed with game promotion. Like, people are, they want to see gameplay. They don't want to be bombarded with CGI trailers that don't show. It's not supposed to be a movie, you know what I mean? Games are supposed to take advantage of their immersion, not capitalize on, or not focus on mere visuals and gameplay. What the hell? What happened there? I don't get the correlation. She went off to fight monsters and now this tragedy.
Gods? Gods? There are no gods here. There are no gods here. There are only monsters. Only monsters.
I thought she would say, there's only men. They made The Witcher a girl. Oh my god. Wow. Shout out to the gaming, the gaming industry, man. You guys were in such a obsession with getting to the level of of movies that now, you know, you fully embraced identity politics to your own detriment.
Right now, I am proud to present a brand new standalone game. Please watch.
Why did you call it standalone? And why did you sound out of breath? Uh-oh. Oh, nose. Honestly, this year hasn't been great for survival horror. There were a couple games that just outright disappointed. Like the two that really surprised me, they came out a month or two apart, 2 months apart. Zoocosis and what was the other one? Slitterhead. And Zoocosis really surprised me because I thought that was gonna be the next Choo Choo Charles. You know, an indie game with like an interesting premise that like genuinely was gonna creep people out. And how crazy is it that like this kind of just keeps happening? It's an ongoing trend in the industry where you have two games that are either similar or spiritual successor one of the other, and only one of them comes out as any good. What I mean is that Callisto Protocol came out, right? And it stunk. And about a month or two later, the game that it was trying to emulate, Dead Space Remake, came out. Zoocosis released, but now we in September, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but now we have the thing remastered, so it's like meh. Also, Slitterhead was made by the makers of Silent Hill, and Silent Hill like took the gaming industry by storm, and Slitterhead disappointed. Very odd trend. What the hell? What was that? It looked like E.T. Haha. That's kind of cool. Cerberus splitting into his three heads splitting and creating their own bodies. Elden Ring. I should be a bigger fan because of these types of games, but I'm not. And mind you, I'm a big dark fantasy fan, but I don't know. A lot of these franchises, and they just don't do it for me.
Now you know why I was so excited. Now you know why I was so excited. Elden Ring, there you have it. Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Action-adventure co-op, action-adventure game from Bandai Namco Entertainment and From Software. Only studio that's won Game of the Year twice before here at the Game Awards, and it is coming next year, 2025. Now trust me when I say we're just getting started. Some of the biggest surprises, believe it or not, are still to come. As well as performances by Snoop Dogg and 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots and awards presented by previous winners.
It really does say something that still artists from back in the day, from back in my time, are not only still relevant now, but like actual celebrities. Like I don't listen to hip hop nowadays. I couldn't name you four or I couldn't name you three artists nowadays, and it all sounds like crap, or it's just a bunch of like interchangeable women like Cardi B and Sexy Red, and it's just, ugh, God. I gotta take a look at any review for this game. Because I'm pretty sure that G-Man Lives gave it a positive review. And how crazy is it that, like, the last two, if we're being fair, the last two films utterly flopped in this franchise, yet a video game is what's getting positive buzz. And I've said that for years. Like, if you ever have an ailing franchise, you really should consider switching gears and making, if you want to, like, to revitalize interest in your property and your IP, make a solid game out of it. Like, I would love to see a Hellraiser game. Oh my god, I think that would be really, really something special. A lot of Clive Barker's material is primed for a video game. Like, who wouldn't want to see a Nightbreed game, or I say as we're looking at kittens, a Nightbreed game. What's the other one? Crap. Damn, it starts with an A. What the hell? Oh, Aberrat. Aberrat. Tortured Souls is another one. But that what does that belong to? What's going on here? Hold on. Is this Bloodborne? From the looks of it, this has... I'm not sure if there's gunplay, but... it looks like Medieval's sword, sorcery, and gunplay. What are we looking at here? Path of Exile. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Clive Barker's...
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, that's what it is. Clive Barker's Tortured Souls, The Legend of Primordium.
Only US members in the US can go to Amazon.com/thegame awards to 50% off select nominees, Rebirth, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws.
From HBO's House of the Dragon, welcome, please
God.
Salim.
Ooh. Ooh.
Thank you. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry about.
I haven't seen season 2, so I don't know who this is.
I'm here to present an award that celebrates the thrill of
He looks overweight though.
conquering your foes, physical and mental prowess, in a struggle that feels like the most important fight of your life. And no, I'm not talking about Twitter. No, I'm not talking about Twitter. But I am talking about best action game. Here are your nominees.
Best action game.
I can't think of any action games that came out this year. Oh yeah, Call of Duty, obviously. Helldivers. Stellar Blade. I didn't even realize Helldivers came out. Oh yeah, Space Marine. Oh, that came out in September. I still gotta play that.
And the Game Award goes to.
I will absolutely play anything in Warhammer 40k that includes the Tyranids, my absolute favorite alien species from that franchise. I still have to debut a Warhammer 40k game to play on the live stream. I wasn't even listening. What game won?
谢谢大家。
Black Myth Wukong. I don't even know what the hell that is.
非常荣幸能够获得这个奖项。首先。
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there were also games that kind of died on the vine. So I'm talking survival horror games that came out this year. What was one of them?
Thank you, everyone.
I'm talking here short round. What was one of them? Hollow Body. I really thought I that's one that I do need to play. I don't know if it's available on console. That looked interesting. You know, more of a low-key indie title. What else? Still Wakes the Deep. I'm willing to give that game a try. I think like too many people crapped on it prematurely. And Stalker 2, I mean, and Stalker 2 just came out, and it's like, meh. Doesn't seem to have much of an impression, which is unfortunate. Okay, back to you.
This award belongs to every single member as well as our family and friends who have supported us.
Nicer than to dress for the occasion, right?
Without you, I'd be sitting at home, testing the boss rush mode and buffing along, standing here representing our team.
Oh, nice. It's crazy to me that they're already talking about the next console generation. And look, I get that the current consoles, and it's weird thinking that the PS4 and the Xbox One are already outdated. And I just got these consoles 2 years ago, and I get that they've been out for 4 years, but man, how crazy is it that, like, the further we've gotten away from, how can I put it, just games that, like, deliver, you know what I mean? Games that define a generation, and I hate to be so grandiose with that, but think about how, like, think about how games like Gears of War defined the consoles that they debuted in, you know what I mean?
Treasured game maker. Just recently, he finally shared an ambitious vision for his next project. Tonight, as a very special gift for our 10th anniversary, I am beyond honored to reveal
Dude, just spit it out.
First time with an early look at real gameplay footage of the studio's highly anticipated upcoming title. Let's take a look at this announcement trailer that I'm sure will capture your imagination.
Oh, let's see it. Epic Games. What the hell? Is that the devil? Okay. What the? God, please don't tell me this is another Hideo Kojima game. I'm sorry, but after he, after Death Stranding, I think we dodged the bullet with him not making, Silent Hills. Him and Guillermo del Toro, I mean, ugh. I can't believe that. I think like 20 million copies of Death Stranding released, which is wild to me. That game just looked like ass. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I need to take a call. Hello? Yes. Good. Okay, back to the show. Sorry about that. And, oh god. I guess I didn't miss much. Jesus. Anyway. So, yeah. Why do they do this? I will never, for the life of me, understand why like, gamers don't want this. And again, I have to bring up the Mr. Coffee, the cringy attempts at humor, performances that nobody asked for, wispy singing. It's so cringe. I have to mention again the Microsoft Xbox One
There's much more to come from them
E3 release from when was that?
Right now, it's time to get the first look at gameplay of a project from a studio that has previously been nominated.
2013? Did the Xbox One come out? I think so, yeah. 2013. Yeah, dude, it's just like nobody wants this. Why do they go to such lengths to show this crap?
That brought you Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, Part 2.
What is that, a jukebox?
Part 2.
Oh, that was another game, the Forever Winter. It's like, ugh. It had a lot of hype to it, and it came out, what, in the fall? And nothing. It's just, like, for the best that I've heard from people, it's that the Forever Winter is a game that could be a good game. Like, if it goes back to the drawing board. Which it's like, didn't that game, it wasn't this past winter, I'm sorry, this past September its release, though?
Graphics? Get ready for an adventure.
Was that Cleopatra in there?
Longer to make. Will almost certainly be 2 times bigger.
Oh god. Why does everyone try to remake the Guardians of the Galaxy?
In 2025.
Uh-huh. What?
Welcome back to the future. Try not to break it again. The Outer Worlds 2.
If I remember correctly, this came out during the pandemic, and it benefited from being like the only show in town.
Please welcome the director of Hazelight Studios, winner of Game of the Year for It Takes Two, Joseph Ferris.
Oh god. Look at this dweeb. It's like Patrick Dempsey.
I can't tell you how pumped and excited I am to be here today to show you
So
our
don't.
next thing. I mean, I'm telling you, at Hazelight, we have a saying where we say, we fuck shit up without fucking up. And
Ha 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 ha, your shtick of cursing, that's so funny, it's so original.
I mean, no, what we're gonna show you is gonna be amazing. I know I sound cocky, but it's really hard.
No, you sound like a douche. And that's yeah, that case is made only worse by that ridiculous shirt that you're wearing.
Co-op adventure, go!
What? You have a giant spinning a dreidel? What the hell did I just see? Oh man. Oh boy. Gee, I do hope that we get to some either a good trailer or a good horror trailer. Like soon.
Get ready, because I'm about to show you Hazelight's next co-op adventure called Split Fiction. Now, let me tell you this. Get ready for a ride.
But yeah, like I was saying before, like it's crazy to me how many franchises. I always go back to the 7th generation of consoles because of just the sheer amount of games that became franchises that we still enjoy, many of which we still enjoy today. We got Gears of War, we got BioShock, Assassin's Creed, the Arkham Asylum games. What were the ones? Infamous on the PlayStation, Resistance. What else? I've mentioned Assassin's Creed. But yeah, it's like, Dead Space. And it's like, dude, where did these games go? Or not those games, but like those franchises like that. I mean, obviously, the attempt to make new games, we see them all the time, but they don't hit like those other games did. And those were 2 consoles ago that I'm talking about. The Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, man, those came out almost 20 years ago. Yeah! Holy crap, I didn't even realize that. Look at that. And look at all the franchises that came out of that single console cycle. And it's funny because for the longest time, the 7th gen console was looked at when survival horror kind of lost its way due to improved graphics and HD quality visualization. But it, you can't deny how The Darkness was another franchise that came out of that console cycle. Prototype, even though that kind of crapped out at the sequel, but it's the last time that you were able to make franchises. I give a lot of credit to Dead by Daylight and Hunt Showdown, because not only did those come out last gen, but they're still going and people care about them. I just saw today that Dead by Daylight is launching a winter event. And it's wild to me because you got all this graphical fidelity and all this horsepower and all this RAM and 4K visuals, and it's just like, yeah, but why is nothing hitting, like, at all? Nothing lands, nothing makes a big splash, and I'm not even talking about game sales. I'm just talking about level of intrigue where you want to see more of these games. And you have, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm missing something, but we have yet to see a console.
Joseph, what a
Hold on.
guy.
We've yet to see a game land for either the PS5 or the Xbox Series X that defines that console, either console. And again, look at all the games that I mentioned. We've yet to see a Gears of War for the Series X, the way that game defined the 360 era. We've yet to see like an Arkham Asylum of the 9th generation of consoles. It's wild to me.
This Lenovo Legion 7i has the power we need to finally beat the impossible.
Oh god, more of this cartoonish crap. But yeah, it's really unfortunate. And look, I'm happy, I'm thrilled that we're able to get remasters of old games because, you know, it's imperative that in some way we get a continuance of the past, and but it should never be like embracing the past should never come at the expense of the present and the future, and sadly that's what we've gotten here. And you know, the fact that there's even talk, and I get it, these consoles have been out for 4 years, but the fact that there's even talk of a PS6 and whatever the next iteration of the Xbox is going to be, that's just wild to me, because it's just like, bruh, what incentive will there be? For the longest time, I think Razorfist talked about what the hell was the point of getting, he called them useless plastic bricks when he was referring to, what was it? When he was referring to the PS4 and the Xbox One. And man, I didn't even pay for my Series X and my PS5, and it just, they kind of feel like they're just there. I feel towards them the way, you know, like I feel towards them that the luster has fallen off. You know, you no longer have that feeling of, oh, that new sneaker smell, you know what I mean? When you're a kid and you get a new pair of kicks. And I feel like in a lot of ways I feel the same way towards the cell phone. I've had my cell phone for almost 4 years, and I'm going to be getting a new one because it's just been that long, because what is this? It's just been that long, and the battery is really starting to go on this one. But yeah, but there used to be a genuine level of excitement with getting a new phone. Now it's just like, all right, it's just the number 10, you know what I mean? Tripwire.
It appears Moorcroft's little project is as real as they say.
This looks zombie scarecrows. This looks interesting. What the hell? Ew. I wish they would, like, studios would stop with zombies. Like, oh my god, it's not 2008 anymore, man. If zombies are and have been played out in movies, what the, oh my god. Killing Floor 3. Yeah, if zombies have been played out in media in terms of movies and TV, god, that is well past their expiration date when it comes to video games. Oh my god. There used to be so many zombie games that we would get on an annual basis. I would look at top 10s. Top 10 videos of upcoming horror games, not just horror games, top 10 upcoming zombie games. I'm like, bro, really? You have an entire genre that's taken over by cannibal corpses to the point that we're getting 10 different iterations of this same monster type in a single year. Oh my god.
I'm proud to share with you the story of a single individual.
DayZ, The Last of Us,
Extraordinary. Meet TGA's first ever.
What was the other stupid one? I can't remember, but even the titles began to like merge together. Oh god, what the hell is this?
It strikes you, it hurts, right? It's like a ton of bricks.
What am I supposed
Of
to
course.
do? Tens of thousands of gamers have been laid off at a level that is unprecedented in the industry's history.
I love this brand. I love this company. Oh my goodness.
What the hell are we talking about here?
I actually started in games relatively
Okay,
late.
anyway.
Even though I've loved the industry ever since I was a little child, because there weren't games.
So yeah, it's just
passionate about it and broke.
I'm glad that for the most part we've gotten away from zombies because oh god, that crap was tired.
Unacceptable. Hi everybody, it's Amir, and I'm here to help support you as you look for your
But
next opportunity in video.
yeah, Razor Fist, my favorite YouTuber and live streamer, he's spoken about like how the disappearance of the middle market has adversely affected the gaming industry, and I'm even though I live stream horror games, I'm much more of a horror critic than I haven't done a game review in a very long time. I actually do. I'm overdue for a Resident Evil Village because I have a lot to say about that game, especially on the on the heels of potentially Resident Evil 9 getting revealed or released. Most likely next year, I'm sorry, in 2026 for the 30th anniversary of the franchise. But yeah, I mean, it's wild to me that
Please join me in welcoming a man who has the well-being of the game development community in his heart. On behalf of the Game Awards, I'm honored to present the first ever TGA Game Changer, Amir Satat.
okay, I don't know what the hell's going on here. But yeah, it's just wild to me that there's so much money that's sunk into this industry, and I'm pretty sure that it's still I mean, as much as games have dropped off, like Hollywood has dropped off a cliff, but it's crazy to me how much money that is poured into this industry, and it's just like nothing's hitting, you know? Nothing is like defining a year or a genre or a console cycle. It's crazy to me.
Thank you so much.
And you know, we're paying so much for, or I'm not, because I got my 2 consoles for free. But it's crazy to me that, you know, you're putting all this high fidelity and graphics and RAM and processing power and horsepower into these consoles, and it feels like it just goes up in smoke. And again, credit to Razor Fist, but he has spoken about how things have been so backwards ever since the last gen, where you know, it's not even about making great games or franchises anymore like the industry used to be predicated on, because games, console sales were what were driving the industry, whereas it used to be that the consoles were sold at a loss because the games would carry the industry, but now it's not the case, which is just odd.
Ask themselves, what more can we each do to make our industry better?
Make
I
good
dedicate this
games?
to my grandparents in heaven, and to our Game Awards watch party back home, my wife, our 3 sons, and my parents.
Okay, dude. Take it easy. You're winning a game award, not a lifetime achievement award. That is an interesting jacket, though.
Growing up,
Oh
all I
God.
ever wanted
Play
was
his
to be a part of
music.
the video game industry. As a kid from Farmington, Connecticut, it felt
I don't even know what
away.
award he won. I wasn't even
Not
paying
anymore.
attention.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Emotional damage.
Omega Day, 2067. We witnessed the end of the old world.
Is this War? No, I don't think this is Warhammer. It looks like it.
It unleashed the promise of our civilization. Forging souls into steel.
What? Is that Halo?
Into a hunt. For the fate of humanity.
I don't know what's going on here.
For Starfall.
Is this Titanfall?
Rise, partner. Our hunt for Starfall begins.
Begins. This looks cool. Not horror, but it looks cool.
For mankind depends on our victory.
That was probably the closest that the Xbox One had for a franchise or a, how can I put it? For a franchise or like a console defining video game, Titanfall. But the sequel came out and it was just like meh. Steel Hunters? That's the best. Okay. Cool looking game, really lame title.
That was the announcement of Steel Hunters, which you can play test tonight. I played that back in the summer, and it plays as good as it looks. Definitely has a Transformers vibe to it, as you can see. Really
Yeah,
good
it actually
game.
does.
All right, and now I'm proud to reveal one of the most beautiful games I've seen in a long time, developed by an incredible team in Canada.
Uh-oh. What do we got? It really makes me wonder the fact that there is like such a dearth of excitement and anticipation and like I guess an actual fan base for a lot of these new games that comes out. Like it genuinely makes me wonder like what the hell was that special sauce that these games and gaming franchises from yesteryear, yesterdecade, like they came out, they grew a fan base around them, and people gravitated towards their story and their characters. And that's kind of another thing. Like, when's the last time a memorable gaming character even came about? Nathan Drake? Like, really think about that. I don't know, maybe it's a good thing that these consoles have gotten expensive and I hate to say it, but you know, studios are shutting down because maybe it'll be twofold. Maybe it'll take that catastrophe occurring so that independent oh god, this douche, so that independents can rise up and, you know, start making their own games, start making their own culture, and that the big boys, the big studios really think about what it is. Like, stop trying to create a franchise right from the rip. Stop trying to bloat these budgets out of control, and, you know, get back to the drawing board to what makes great games to begin with.
And who wants me to roll the trailer for Borderlands Mother Fluffin' 4?
Are you serious? Gee, is it gonna have a movie tie-in?
As you
Oof.
wish. The world premiere first look at Borderlands 4.
Womp womp womp. Honestly, how dead is this franchise? When did Borderlands 3 come out? Didn't Bethesda try to what was it called? Rage or something? Let me see. I think it was called Rage. A game that was like, I don't know, Mad Max. Like it just didn't land, and they kind of reversed course, and that's when they released the what was familiar, and they came out with the BFG edition of Doom 3. Yeah, it was called Rage. Yeah. Then they came out with a sequel to that, and yeah. That's what I mean, man. It's just like miss after miss. And whenever they try to come out with like that game that's gonna like define a console era or whatever, and I'm talking like the oh god. I'm drawing a blank. The Destinies of the world, when they try to make a Cyberpunk 2077, it's just like, dude, those utterly embarrassed themselves. Oh my god. What was the big one that the hacker game for the PS4? That one just utterly embarrassed. It's Watch Dogs. Oof, my god. They overpromised so much, and man, like, what the hell were you honestly expecting, man? Or what type of response were you expecting when you couldn't even deliver? Fallout 76. There was another one that I can't remember. Ascension or something like that.
And I for hope.
Anthem. Oh my god, Anthem. Oh, that one was bad. But that's what I mean, man. It's the craziest. And look, there's always gonna be games that flop. Ah, Tekken. There's always gonna be games that don't deliver. But man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. There have been some wild gaming flops in the last couple years.
Right now, we want to recognize more nominees and winners in some other categories here at the Game Awards. Here are the nominees for most anticipated game: Death Stranding 2 on
Really?
the Ghost
Really,
of
bro?
Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds. And this year, the Game Award goes to Grand Theft Auto 6.
I'm surprised. I am shocked it didn't go to Death Stranding.
Nominees for best multiplayer game: Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree,
Helldivers.
Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. This year, the Game Award goes to Helldivers 2. Congratulations, Eric. Now the nominees for best
I'm drawing a
community
blank.
support:
I don't know if I even
Baldur's
remember
Gate 3,
hearing about that coming
Final
out.
Fantasy 14,
That's community support.
Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
It's so funny that Fortnite released as a zombie game and it became something completely different.
Now your nominees for Best Art Direction: Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree,
I swear, this for
and Neva. The Game Award goes to Metaphor Refantasia.
they have more made-up categories than they do genders.
Come in the Game Awards, but right now, here's a new look at Splitgate 2 that blends gunplay, movement, and portals, coming in 2025.
I thought he was gonna say something else, some other word that's banned that starts with POR. Okay. Fair use before this gets demonetized because of that music. Interesting. This is a very brightly colored Halo arena. I do like me some arena shooters, I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would come back with the Unreal games. Oh my god, I used to play the crap out of those. Interesting, they had a translocator, but they would never have like a Portals type setup. But yeah, I miss the days of Quake and arena shooters like that. And that's kind of another problem. Like, you see all these categories here at the Game Awards, but I miss the different types of genres that you could exploit with video gaming. I used to love the crap out of StarCraft 2 and Unreal Championship and Unreal Tournament. I was a fan of both.
It will not be easy.
I think Razorfist called this fail guard.
But you are this world's only hope.
Let me see. There was a game called Witchfire that I was a real big fan of. The gameplay as well as the premise. Release dates. So it already came out on PC. Will Witchfire get a console release? What is going on here? Weaponized gliders. This looks cool. Alright, so 2 good looking mech games. Holy crap. Nice. Multiple game modes. Jesus. Mecha Break? Oh, this is coming to console. The astronauts plan to bring Witchfire to console at the end of early access. Dude, I can't wait for that. I will play the crap out of that.
And pull off the greatest heist. The Outer Rim.
I always wished, like, man, I think that Star Trek, talking about franchises that really need to embrace video games, I think that Star Trek, especially if you start off with making Star Trek games that allow you to play some of the bloodiest battles that the Federation has ever fought, and work your way up to Wolf 359 and then the Dominion Wars. Oh my god. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, man, that concept would catapult the Star Trek IP, especially when it comes to video games. It would catapult it even above Star Wars. Is this a performance? Yeah, it is. I listened very intently. I'm not gonna listen to this performance. I listened very intently to Venom Geek Media 98, highly recommended. He does recaps of Dominion War battles. I believe they are based off of books, but he does like visualizations for it. He gives you a map of the overall battle plan of how the dogfight is going. He gives like illustrations from of the different kinds of ships, and I believe some stills he uses from the battles. But man, I listen intently to each and every one, and it's always great hearing how each of these battles would have been mentioned during the Star Trek Deep Space Nine, or even Star Trek Nemesis, and Star Trek Insurrection. And I always think to myself, like, man, this would be such a great video game. And I'm telling you, if Paramount even knew what to do with that IP, dude, they would be making bank right now. They would be making a bag just on the Dominion War itself. And I've written fan fiction as video games that I would like to see get adapted, because I think that again, you would have to start off slow with going back to the Kirk era and then working your way up to you could do events that happen in what's called the Lost era between Kirk and Picard. You could do Klingon and Romulan wars. But yeah, man, you work your way up to Wolf 359 and then the Dominion Wars, dude. I'm trying to tell you, you would have such a substantial market share of fans that you would pull people away from Star Wars games, because Star Wars games now are not the ones of old. And you would really be able to make you'd be able to create an IP, a brand, and a fan base, the likes of what I was referring to before, your Arkham Asylums, of your BioShocks, you know what I mean? And I have to, here's another thing. The Star Trek fan base is a starved fan base. So if you give them something old, something new, what I mean is something old in terms of that feeling of Star Trek, but something new in the sense that it's not just, because if you're using it on an interactive medium such as gaming, you really wouldn't be able to do too much, go too heavy on the philosophical aspects of it. Sure, you can have it in there so that it doesn't go full action, but I'm telling you, man, if you were to capitalize on that with the lore that they have, with the different species that have their own fighting style when it comes to doctrine, the abilities of their fighters, the sizes of their ships, their tactics, man, you would have. It's hard to say exactly how long a Dominion War series would be able to go, but I gotta believe you can have space dogfights, capital ships, battles, battle reenactments. You can have planetary defenses. You can have space station defenses. All of that stuff, man. It would just be insane. And you gotta believe that's why they don't pull the trigger on that. But they are absolutely missing out on a bag by not doing that. So it's wild to me, because right now I would say without Star Wars, without even things like what Mass Effect, it's wide open and available. That what's the word I'm looking for? That real estate is open for, just someone to come in. And especially I think Star Trek would be ideal for that, because you have a rabid fan base, and Star Trek has never hit in gaming the way that something like Star Wars has. So if you were to capitalize on something to this degree, where you're making Star Trek Dominion games, not only would you reinvigorate your fans that are starved for something that reminded them of the good old days of the franchise, but again, you would take fans away from Star Wars. You would eat into the market share of something like Mass Effect, because they're not catering to a casual fan that would be interested in in IP of that genre. What's this? Is this a Western? Virtua Fighter. Huh, it's definitely been a while. Is he beating up a girl? Okay. Oh my god, that's right.
Keep coming tonight. That's right. There's a new full entry in the legendary Virtua Fighter series now in development at Sega, and you can find out more in that special direct broadcast. Tonight, we've got another announcement for you. Check this one out.
What do you got? Something pretentious. Okay, get to the point. What? What type of music is this? It's like New York music, but in Shanghai. What's happening? I have no idea what's going on here. But it is hysterical, not gonna lie. I'm singing in the rain. Alright, let me talk over this before I get hit with copyright strikes. I hate that about, like, anything with live streaming with, when it comes to music. It's so annoying with that. Like, if I'm playing a game, right, I'm not saying it should be public domain, because obviously if a particular, song is, you know, popular or, made for a game, I understand, you know, rights issues or whatever, but if it's part of the game, I'm sorry, but the algorithm should be smart enough to realize, oh, this is being live streamed. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't, the algorithm hasn't caught up. Then again, its handlers probably want it that way.
Both of those titles for the first time here tonight. Now to present our next award, please join me in welcoming a dear friend who also happens to be one of our industry's most innovative creative spirits. He's been with us,
if you're championing them, I doubt it.
Currently hard at work on Death Stranding 2
Mm-hmm.
and OD.
Oh god.
Please welcome an industry icon, Hideo Kojima.
This guy is such a little bootlicker for this guy. It's really pathetic. Like, bruh, stop already.
First and foremost, congratulations on TGA's 10th anniversary.
But then again, yeah, I was about to say, it being the 10th anniversary, I guess I shouldn't be shocked that this guy's butt buddy would be on the scene. Dude, present something or just go away. Yeah, I never understood what the appeal was of the PT trailer. It it didn't not that I played much of Silent Hill back in the day, but I feel like by the time that PT came out, right? What was it, 2014? It had been like 5 years since a Silent Hill game, since Downpour. No, Downpour came out in 2022. I'm sorry, 2012. So the PT demo came out in what, 2014? So it just, I think it's just that people weren't expecting it to be connected to Silent Hill, and then immediately it got canceled, that people were upset that they didn't have it. And there is that, how can I put it? there is such a phenomenon in people where you want something because you can't have it. You know what I mean? Like I played the PT demo. To me, it wasn't anything amazing. It just was, you know.
Game direction plays an important role in bringing together countless ideas and uniting them into single cohesive work.
God, this guy's so yammering.
Award includes projects created by teams of hundreds or even thousands, as well as those made by just a few people. Yet, all of them have a clear and unified vision, whether it's a small boat, a large cruise ship.
I'm half expecting, like Bill Burr made a joke one time. He thought of something like on the spot over how people, when they get on stage for the Oscars, like doing some speech about saving the whales or something stupid like that.
Come now and travel to the realm of shadow.
I am sorry to say that the Game Awards thus far haven't like gotten as cringy as I thought, but I guess the night is still young. Oh my god, I remember one time they were talking about like handicapped people making video games and awards for like best female whatever. They were just making up like most inclusive award. I feel like they were talking about anything except video games. While they haven't gotten as cringy as I thought with the politics, like I said, it's still early in the night, and this hasn't been particularly stellar in terms of announcements. Like what have we seen that's even interesting in terms of horror? Killing Floor 3 and that's it. And what is Tripwire? Let me see.
And I really dedicate this one to you. Thank you so much.
Tripwire game. Or is that who makes Tripwire Interactive? Yeah, that's who makes the game, okay. I thought that was the name of a game.
Let's journey to another world for our next announcement.
How about somewhere remotely interesting? Ouch. Oh my god. That is something that does need to be commended. In the absence of Dino Crisis, a good Jurassic Park game, there have been a couple of dinosaur games that are in the pipeline. Oh, okay. Nice. I'm down. I don't think I've ever played a Turok game. Cool. Like I was saying, in the dearth of a Dino Crisis game, what is this stupid crap?
Attention citizens.
There have been attempts by other studios, independent mostly, to make what do you call it? To make survival horror dinosaur games. One of which is in the pipeline is called Paleophage. So I, for one, I'm absolutely willing to give them a chance because it's crazy to me, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean when horror movies just go overboard with slashers. This is what I mean when video games go overboard with zombie anything. you completely leave other genres and monsters, you know, like all that gets left to the wayside, which is unfortunate. And yeah, we should get many more horror dinosaur games. What do we got going on here?
Our greatest heroes arrive to set them free.
Some Halo Warthog action. What is this?
Together, we will save our people from this tortured existence.
Oh, God, I have to talk, otherwise, that music will get me in trouble. Nice.
For we are those who stand in the way of old tyranny.
I like when you don't just have like generic vehicles, but you actually have tripods and mechs in war games. I wish there was like a series that was popular like a Halo that would combine all of that, you know what I mean? The old Unreal games were getting close to that, especially with introducing the Necrus vehicles. Helldivers. Gotcha. I'm trying to remember if I ever played a Helldivers game.
The creative director of Warframe, Rebecca Ford.
I have Warframe, but I never played it.
Thank goodness for waterproof mascara. The music has been a lot. That's amazing. But hi
Really?
everyone. I'm here on behalf of the Warframe team. We are here at the 10th year of the Game Awards. It was actually 12 years ago that we launched the alpha build of Warframe, and it changed.
Wow,
lives of our
really?
team. Our
12
irreplaceable
wait.
community has allowed us the privilege
Huh,
to be
I guess that
on
adds
stage
up.
12 years later to present
Damn, I didn't realize that
our next major update.
that game was that old and I never
We're
played
gonna
it.
show you the final trailer for Warframe 1999 and the release date. But before we hit play, if you don't know what Warframe is, if this is your first time hearing it, we don't know anymore either, but we're still we're still having a lot of fun making
It's crazy that that game has continued on for so long, and yet Destiny is like a thing of the past.
We are forever grateful for our community. Thank you for giving us.
But like I said, it deserves to be because it's just like, dude, it promised. Bungie promised us the world with that game. It was supposed to be like the game of the next gen, the 8th gen console cycle, and boy howdy, like they were basically, after that game came out, not only did it disappoint, but you basically had industry insiders talking about, well, you know, people need to temper their expectations, not just with video games, but with the next console of gaming, because I think that we've reached the zenith of how far that graphics could take us. It's like, what? That is not the messaging that you give at the onset of a new console cycle. Oh, lower your expectations? That's so funny. You had the PS4 and the Xbox One were coming off of 8 years of the previous cycle, and you know it was marginal improvements from what you could have expected, and they weren't even 4K, mind you. 4K was coming out, or was already coming out in the 2013, 2014, and those the Xbox One and the PS4 were not 4K compatible. This looks interesting. I wasn't paying attention because while I was talking about what this is about, because I love the sound of my own voice, but what do we got going on here? What the hell? Are they gathered for New Year's Eve? What the hell's going on? Ah, that makes sense. That's why they called it that.
That looks great, and if you're watching TGA on Twitch or Steam, you can get a free Nyx Warframe tonight during the show. Still to come, Snoop Dogg takes the stage with world premiere new music and the Game Awards orchestra returns. But first, earlier this year, Palworld took over the internet and broke records for the independent studio Pocket Pair. Tonight, we have a first look at the game's next update.
I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway, yeah, I vividly remember the onset of the 8th gen console cycle. It was plagued by a number of curious things. Destiny and Watch Dogs had utterly disappointed and proven that they had overpromised and underdelivered. And yeah, I mean, all the problems that plagued the Xbox One. I think it was outsold by the PS4 by like, possibly 3-1. I think that the PS4 sold something like, and I could be wrong, like 150 million copies, or consoles, units, excuse me. Whereas the Xbox One's, the Xbox One sold just over 50 million. Just not good numbers. But, you know, it's been said that people will buy a PlayStation console just because it says Sony on it, which I don't understand, and I don't have that level of brand loyalty. Because I always get both consoles anyway. But that's looking much more unlikely in you know, the next depending on when the next console cycle will commence, because it's like, I bought these 2 years ago, which by then was 2 years in, so it's wild to me that they're thinking about the next one, because these were so expensive. Like, what price tag are you even gonna have in mind? And keep something in mind, $600 for the PS3 was considered like highway robbery. Yet the PS5 and the Series X were $500. So, I mean, it's just, and with an economy that's on the bounce back, it's like, you guys better manage that price. Because, I mean, like, let me lower this. People, it's crazy that people shelled out that much. And again, I have not paid for my consoles since I bought a PS3 and Xbox 360. That was the last time that I didn't pay for my PS4, Xbox One, Series X, or PS5. So what the hell? So I mean, they better keep that in mind, because they can't be. I can't imagine that people will be crazy enough to shell out $600, $700. And wasn't the PS5 Pro like $700? Let me see. I know it was like some insane amount of money.
From Yacht Club Games, winner of Best Independent Game at the first Game Awards, please welcome Celia Schilling and Sean Velasco.
PS5 Pro, $700, dude.
We were called onto the stage. First game took home the first ever Best Independent Game Award.
And also,
now, thank you. And now, Shovel Knight is getting old enough to become vintage in its own right.
This year, a new set of developers released their first game.
this guy really has a douchey look to him.
Yet they've already created something extraordinary. We're excited to see how their talents will shape the industry for the next 10 years.
Who are we talking about?
The nominees for Best Debut Indie Game.
Best debut indie.
I wouldn't know about any of these, most likely. Really? A card game? I feel like the entire industry is being carried by indies because it's like I remember like all these big studios. What are they up to? It's so crazy to me.
The Game Award goes to Velatro.
I remember when we used to have E3, so many of these, you know, you would have entire lists, like for instance, an IGN would list each game developer or each game publisher, and they would talk about, you know, what they're up to, or, you know, oh, they're secretly working on the next sequel to whatever great franchise, and it's like, dude, how does EA and all these companies stay afloat? They're just like they're not making anything.
Is to explore this world of indie games, and I think you'll find a scene of extremely talented and creative developers who are crafting a beautiful experience for you to enjoy every single day. Now, Local Thunk, I know you're probably thinking,
Dude looks a little chunky.
Another team that you think deserves it more, but sorry, Arco.
And what the hell is she holding in her arm? Not the. I'm not talking about the award. A troll doll?
You have earned this, and you deserve this. And everyone at PlayStation is just so proud of you, of what you've done. And I hope that at least tonight, you get to enjoy this. Thank you.
Thank you for keeping that brief, whatever it was. I'm always disappointed that there isn't someone running on stage thanking Bill Clinton or a celebrity who's just meandering in their speech because they don't know where they are and they're off their meds.
Tonight, and this is certainly one of those. Enjoy.
Please make it something even remotely interesting. Are we in a Japanese setting? Interesting. I really wish that there would be a survival horror Japanese game that would tap into Shinto mythology, and I'm not talking about ghosts. Okay. What do we got here? Oh. Have I gotten my wish? What the hell? What are they made out of? It's like flesh fused with armor. I remember when I went to Knott's Scary Farm out in LA. I've been there twice. They had Omnimusha. They had a like a nightmare samurai afterworld or afterlife, excuse me, haunted house, and it was really cool. And ever since I went there, this was back in it was pre-pandemic, 2019, I think. No, I'm sorry, 2017, the first time I went out to LA. I liked that. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed my time out there.
Thank you to Capcom for that. All right, now let's get an update on the first Berserker, Kazan.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Russo. And I'm Anthony Russo, and we're thrilled to be back on the Game Awards to introduce a brand new trailer.
These are the guys that directed Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Create this action-packed cinematic trailer brought to life in Agbo's signature style.
They're gonna be directing Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. What do we got going on here? Not where you want to be. Damn. What the hell's growling? He'll be fine. Is this the same that we just saw at Omnimusha? He's like, damn, bro. A quilt would have helped. A wolf with horns. Again, this is cool and all, but, you know, CGI game trailer as opposed to gameplay. Rude. Well. Does this thing have its own sword? Like, what is it swinging around? A big brawler type dragon. Now I've seen everything. Ouch. Jesus. Oh, what? Ah, nice. Caught you slipping. So after all that... Interesting. First Berserker.
That was the first Berserker Kazan coming in March, as you saw.
Kazan, really?
Hardcore action RPG, and now we're thrilled to show you another game set in the Dungeon and Fighter universe for the first time anywhere. Arad is an open-world action RPG developed in Unreal Engine 5. It's coming to Steam, console, and mobile. Here's the first ever look.
None of these, God, we're almost 2 hours in, and I gotta be honest, none of these, revelations are blowing me away here. Oh my God, I'm so tired of these Disney-fied games. Anyway, yeah, see, now that I'm on that trip about adaptations, I'm gonna do a Let's Pitch live stream for a couple of ideas that I have, just because I do believe I have a couple of I've written, in fact, a couple of like fan fiction stories that I think would could be adapted into video games. One of which you might be shocked to hear is John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. I think that movie, like the concepts in it, were very poorly executed, obviously, because, you know, nobody thinks of that that movie as anything particularly great, but just the concept of, like, let's put away everything that you don't like about that movie, which you're probably saying, well, that's the entire movie, but like, think about what it is that they were proposing. Imagine Martians awakening from their crypts, but they're able to like body swap and go from one host to another, and they're able to do that seemingly through like an energy force that carries like their soul or whatever, and that's what they were going for. It's just that they didn't properly set up the paranoia of who it is that can become inhabited. Not just that, but the final, how can I put it? The final appearance of the Martians was very lackluster. Like, they should have looked like actual aliens, you know what I mean?
Looks great. All right, next is
Like
the
something
open world
signature.
zombie adventure, Dying Light, the Beast from Techland. We
Oh
announced
god,
this
this
at
was
Gamescom. It's got combat,
this was another of those zombie type properties that
brand new look at the game, which is coming in the summer of 2025.
Dying Light, Dead Island, or whatever the hell. They all just, and you'll forgive the pun, they all just kind of bleed together after a while. Oh, the other one in addition to DayZ was Days Gone. There was something else, Days something with zombies. It's just like, dude, even your titles are getting repetitive.
I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us with sense
Why are you talking like this?
has intended us to forego their use. He has given
You have very strange inflections. Albert Wesker.
our highest purpose we must strive to accomplish. Divine calling. And you.
What? Now there's experimentation in this franchise? Speaking of zombies, I on a different note, I was speaking about this yesterday during my live stream of Legacy of Kain. Man, that I have to do a trailer, what do you call it? Gut reaction to the new 28 years later trailer. It was very well executed, very well handled. It's something of a lost art when it comes to movie trailers. It's just there's no they're far too straightforward now. There's no like intrigue or artistry or attempts to make what it is that you're presenting different or present it in a different way. You know what I mean?
To honor some of tonight's other nominees and winners. Here are the nominees for Best Action Adventure Game: Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown,
Silent Hill 2 is action adventure? What?
and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. This year, the Game Award goes to Astrobot. Congratulations, another win tonight. That's
Okay.
Here are the nominees for Best RPG: Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII
Erdtree.
Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor: ReFantasia. And the Game Award goes to Metaphor: ReFantasia. Congratulations. Here are the nominees for Content Creator of the Year.
Oh god.
Queso.
I love how they're just, oh well, I guess I should be happy that they're just like zipping through these nominations because man, of all the times I've watched this has to be the most boring.
FC 25, NBA 2K 25.
Like I said, I'm almost I almost want for there to be something quote unquote unexpected that happens, like some kid running on stage or some kind of action to bring me out of this stupor watching this.
Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsugami: Path of the Goddess, Man Rewards.
I think I heard of. If Frostpunk 2 is the game that I have in mind, that's a Survivor game, if I'm not mistaken.
No, but I wish the rest of the show went that fast.
Yes.
Game commercials with award interruptions. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, someone watching online saw us on the show.
Oh, yeah? What did they say?
Oh, see, River Runner 445 said, have you two ever considered becoming developers?
We're already developers.
We are?
Yeah. By watching this show, we're developing an immunity to bad entertainment. Wait.
Why would they go this route?
Did you know that Jeff Keighley's friends with him?
Yeah, but
Like, what does this have to do with video games? I didn't catch that.
Wow, looky there. Apparently right now, 100 million people around the world are watching this show.
Yeah, and the other 8 billion people have better sense.
Yeah, hey, look. Cheatbot 6 is asking, why are Statler and Waldorf at the Game Awards?
It's a great question. I've been asking myself the same thing. Help!
Help! Cheatbot 6, your only hope!
Yeah, make the commercials stop!
Yeah.
Please! Please stop!
Make it stop!
Make it stop!
Oh, man. Something tells me there's like more, there's almost an hour left of this show.
Move to the mountains. Everywhere corruption went.
Is this, Until Dawn? Until Dawn.
But now, there's something new on the move.
Yeah, it is.
And things
Hunt Showdown,
never
excuse me.
the same. Welcome to my murder service.
I absolutely need to debut, both Hunt Showdown and Dead by Daylight. This looks cool. Bro, this looks awesome. Murder Circus? That's the coolest thing I've seen all night, not gonna lie. I'm guessing this is to celebrate the 30th. Wow, that looks real. This is to celebrate the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. Or EA. Another horrendous company.
Gaming revolutionized. Advanced by AMD.
You like watching TV shows and movies? Don't watch on that.
Hmm.
You want a Quest. Look at that.
Trying to think. In addition to Ghost of Mars, what else have I had in mind? Yeah, like I think a Ghost of Mars game could really ramp up the paranoia as well as the body horror, and in both in ways that are not the thing. You know what I mean? And I really like the idea of it's almost like East meets West, where it's, even though it's something of a western, and it would combine mummy fiction, because it's like, you know, opening ancient tombs and, you know, what lies within and all that, and the secrets of an ancient civilization. Ghost of Mars, I think, and I think that, you know, bad ideas are what should be remade into good ideas. That way, we get to see potentially new ideas, because, you know, if it's bad, if what was before was bad, then you're not capitalizing on nostalgia. You know what I mean? Squid Games. Anyway, I never saw Squid Games. If this is a performance, let me lower this crap. I'm trying to think, like, offhand, I can't. Why? I always wonder why they look like. Why on their faces do they have PlayStation control buttons?
All familiar with the Squid Game, because not everyone can physically experience the games. We have created a simulation. Unleashed will provide the same highs.
Oh God, really? What is with these cartoonish graphics with all of these games? My God, it's like the Game Awards were hosted by Pixar or something.
Be on the lookout. In the following weeks, my team will be unveiling the next round of the games, I have brought with me a special.
That's lovely. Anyway,
We believe games can reflect and improve society.
yeah, sure.
All the heads of the studios and CEOs in attendance. Your places are ready in our VIP suite.
I also had an idea of adapting into video game form the earlier chapters of It, where Pennywise was running rampant. Oh god, here we go. Where, yeah, like what he, Pennywise, what he would have been doing and what he would have looked like before he even assumed the killer clown visage. Because remember, it's like Pennywise is based off of a human, I think, that he had come across, or he wasn't always the clown. You know what I mean? He would shapeshift into different forms.
Some of these nominees tonight. Here we are to present best ongoing game.
See, back in the day, if you loved the game, you wanted more, but you had to wait until the next game.
Mm-hmm.
Or as I like to say, chill till the next episode.
Ha 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 ha.
But obviously, y'all just couldn't chill.
Today's players are treated to regular updates to their favorite games, making sure the experience always stays fresh. Here are the nominees.
I would like to see like the lead up to the creature that Destiny 2, people still play that. I would like to see the lead up to where Pennywise, or the creature that is Pennywise, assumes the visage of the clown. Like I always imagined that he came across a just a killer who had assumed that outlook, or that a serial killer who had assumed that persona, and like Pennywise like melded with him, you know?
The Game Award goes to... I don't have a game, cuz. Yet. Helldivers 2.
I guess this is gonna be the one to win all the awards this show. Anyway, yeah, there was, what was it? There was a gang that was like rampaging through the town of Derry. There was the Ironworks explosion or something like that.
I'm very honored to be accepting this award on behalf of the amazing team over in Stockholm, Sweden, that made this possible.
Yeah,
Please
the
round of applause for
Iron,
our amazing devs.
the Easter egg hunt at the Ironworks. Yeah, I mean there are
Game awards for this honor. It really is an honor for all of us. Thank you, PlayStation,
chapters
and
or
partners for
lines
believing
in
us
the
for all these years.
It book that reference,
importantly,
you know,
thanks
what
to our amazing
he had
players
been
for
up
support
to
this last year.
in the years before
inspiring to see
his rampage against the children in the 80s, I think, or the 50s, wherever. And that's something that I thought should be depicted in video game format. And of course, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, I would like to see a Hellraiser video game because I think that would be fire. And it would allow them to take more chances that you may be reluctant to do so with movies.
Right now in Fortnite Festival Season 6 after an appearance in Chapter 2 Remix, and later tonight he will be back live on stage premiering brand new Snoop Dogg music. You are not going to want to miss that performance. But right now we're thrilled
I
to
beg
share
to
the
differ.
announcement of a brand new game from a beloved game developer.
What do we got? Please don't disappoint.
Who? Never heard of them. Oh, that game. You got way too angry playing that.
Oh god.
That game turned you into a psychopath. What? You threw a right tantrum.
No, I didn't.
You said if I tried to pass you one more onion, you'd...
I told you 1,000 times we didn't need any more onions.
Okay, yeah, things did get a little heated.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. What did I miss? Shh, it started. Hey, you're blocking the screen.
What?
What is going on back there?
Gremlins?
This looks very good. Oh, this looks wicked. Oh my. Oh, it's a two-player. And they're showing so much gameplay. Oh,
Yeah, because you see that in theaters all the time. What?
Drew, what was that? Did you feel that? Oh, I don't understand what's happening.
Oh boy.
Have happened at E3. What the heck is that?
Oh god. These are actual actors on stage? Oh, okay. What? Stage fright. Stage fright, sorry. Meh.
That's a fun one. Stage Fright
Is
is
it?
the next co-op game from the incredible team at Ghost Town Games, the creators of Overcooked, that I know we've all played over the years, and I am so thrilled to share that with you tonight here on the show. And now it's time to head to a familiar place, the home of iconic novels and television shows, and now an
What?
upcoming action-adventure game.
In the name of the warrior,
Uh-oh.
I charge you
Game of Thrones.
to be brave.
Have they made a Game of Thrones video game? One would think, talking about lore to explore, one would think that they would have done the war, or Robert's Rebellion by now.
Rise, a night of Lennon's rest.
I haven't watched season 2 of House of the Dragon.
Castle Black is the only thing standing between the White Walkers and the Seven Kingdoms. We could use your help.
I'm nothing but a northern bastard from a powerless house.
Don't underestimate northern bastards.
Yeah, especially because I've intently listened to the lore of the some channel was generous enough to upload the lore that they go into as like special features of Game of Thrones and have uploaded that to YouTube. It's very interesting. And they go into the history of the houses, of the kingdoms, of the walkers, of the children of the forest, all that stuff. Even what is it's Westeros, and what's the other land? I forgot what the name of the lands are to the east. But yeah, like it's crazy that season 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones ruined things so much that they had like 3, well, it was rumored they had 3 separate King's Road. They had 3 separate shows in production, and they canceled all of them just because they realized that they had to go back to the drawing board.
Get ready. Monster Hunter Now brings the monster hunting action to mobile, letting you take down epic monsters on the go. We're excited to introduce Season 4 Roars from the Winter Wind. Introducing Switch Axe, Tundra.
I gotta be honest, I did not know that this show was gonna be this long.
Tonight, you'll get an exclusive bundle to kick off your next adventure.
I thought it was gonna be an hour and a half, to be honest.
2024. So, grab your gear, download Monster Hunter Now, and prepare for the hunt. Now, here's the trailer for Season 4. Let's check it out.
Oh god. I can't believe that they still, like, there's still a market for mobile gaming. That cell phone case was like a bar of soap. What?
Wield your own switch axe. A new season begins. Monster Hunter now.
It begins. Another battle.
Let's get this done.
Ay, 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 ay.
It is time we settle this.
Wow, Double Dragon. I remember they tried to make, well, they did make a movie out of it. I've never seen it. That was during that time that, Jesus, they were trying to make movies out of every video game that came out, like the early 90s. I still gotta watch, what is it? Super Mario Brothers. I'm glad that movie from back in the day has a cult following. So we got Tekken 8 and Double Dragon Revive. Okay. A lot of comebacks. What? Killer ants? What the? What the hell? Damn. Well.
You call.
It's me. It's Soy Boy. Well. Interesting. What is happening?
Arise.
I thought that was Dante from Devil May Cry at first. Solo leveling Arise. Okay. I'd play that.
Power your dreams. Advanced by AMD.
I wish I could have gotten a white console.
Longing, ambition, vengeance, powerful emotions that fuel our lives.
Good graphics.
But are they enough when death lurks around every turn? When fear and destruction consume us? Again.
If this is just a racing game, a little too heavy-handed with the poetry there.
Join my tournament. Find out once and for all what it takes to defy death. Show me the strength of your will, Screamer.
Jesus, take it easy, bro. You're gonna blow a gasket. Uh-oh. Oh, God.
You all know the drill.
Whatever this is, I couldn't care less.
You run into anything you can't handle.
I've never played The Last of Us, and I'm glad I haven't. Just... Really? I was so beyond exhausted with zombies by the time the first Last of Us came out, and you know, and then the whole controversy with the second game, and you know, them doing copyright strikes. Really? Did Last of Us 2 come out that long ago that it needs a remaster? Like, did it even come out 5 years ago?
Please welcome, from The Last of Us Part Part 2, Shannon Woodward. And from Season 2 of HBO's The Last of Us, Isabella Merced.
Yeah, I had just been exhausted with zombie anything.
So,
To release date. Yeah, this came out 4 years ago. It needs a remaster? Like, really? Oh, look at Isabella.
And we were a part of an adaptation in many ways, and there is
Dude, this chick needs to really thank her her manager.
Oh, and it got me
Cause man, she is in
we
everything.
both spent a lot of time with Ellie.
Well, she was in Madam Web this year, which obviously isn't anything to hang your hat on. She was in Sicario 2. She was in Alien Romulus. She's gonna be in the Superman movie as Hawkgirl. She's just showing up in everything.
Hey, but hey, have you ever heard the one about trying to catch some fog? I did, but I missed it. Oof.
Wow, guys, these
I don't know what that was.
Worse. But Ellie's pretty great, yeah?
Yeah, she has her moments. Okay, but last one. Did you hear about why the Scarecrow won an award earlier in the show?
Dina, please.
He was outstanding in his field.
Much like these TV shows were outstanding in their field of best adaptation. Here are the nominees.
Best adaptation.
Best adaptation.
Wrath must be met with wrath.
Look out at this wasteland.
Oh man, I forgot this came out this year.
I am an King warrior.
This was a show?
All I wanted was to be a dragon.
I'm looking for something connected to my past.
This was a something? Okay.
And the award goes to, the Game Award goes to Fallout.
A lot of people railed on this too. This guy must be just that short because everyone's like towering over him. Yeah, I heard that
I've spent most of
the Fallout show was particularly woke.
Ella for when she won for Arcane.
Todd Howard.
I don't really have a speech, but I want to thank Graham and Geneva, our extraordinary showrunners who came.
He looks
here
like
tonight 'cause they're too
the
busy
younger
with
version of Josh Brolin mixed with Tom Cruise. Brad Pitt.
I want to thank Ella, Walton, Aaron, the rest of our extraordinary cast and our extraordinary crew. Amazon, Kilter. I want to thank the fans of Fallout New Vegas for not burning my house to the ground. You'll be very happy. Last but not least, I want to thank Todd. Todd and the extraordinary team of Bethesda, who were absolutely the most incredible collaborators you could possibly imagine. Thank you.
Because they wrote you a blank
I
check.
too have to thank our cast and crew,
He
everybody.
even
involved
has
in
like
the
an
show,
elf
led
kind
by
of voice.
My friend and the incredible Jonah Nolan. And really to everybody who's worked on Fallout over the years, everybody at Bethesda that I've worked with on Fallout for 20 years now, it's been incredible. We are so blessed with the best fans there are.
Kind of odd timing, don't you think? Of all years, this year to come out with that show. Oh wait, they didn't come out with the best adaptation award for Borderlands. Oh my god. There were a lot of contenders for like worst adaptation of the year this year. Madam Web, Borderlands, the Joker movie.
At the gameplay.
Midway City, an unregulated corporate haven in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
What do we got here?
The new land of opportunity. The only thing that matters here. Is the bottom line. Industrial espionage.
Alright, so we got Cyberpunk going on.
Who gets into this line of work?
I would love to see a Cyberpunk horror game. good use of music. I don't know why this reminds me of a Judge Dredd game. Den of Wolves. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. That looks cool.
This is New Eridu, the last city on
Hey
the
there.
planet. Despite the seemingly hopeless situation, we've clung to a strange sense of joy, enduring one wave after another. Even if our destruction is inevitable, we'll confront it on our own.
What the hell? They have a Kardashian in China?
This is the place.
Target detected. Prepare for action.
I do like the art style, I gotta admit.
I've never hesitated to fight for you.
I have no idea what's going on here.
I wield my blade only against evil.
Okay.
I've got a lot to live for.
This whole like schoolgirl power fantasy. What? What did this just lapse into? A concert? What is happening? This isn't a video game, is it? Like this is okay. That was a weird note to go out on.
That's a new look at Zenless Zone Zero, a nominee tonight, and the revealed Astra, the most well-known celebrity in New Eridu. And now here's a new look at version 3.0 of Honkai Star Rail, coming in January. And a look at the
I don't know what any of those words were.
Amorphous.
I almost wish Jeff Keighley was being extra cringy so I'd have something to rail on. Is it me, or this is like, in addition to a lot of this like cartoonish type of animation style, a lot of like anime looking games are coming out. Odd 70s, almost disco kind of music. Anyway, I think with Silent Hill and the two remasters of The Thing and Legacy of Kain, I think we're out of remakes to look forward to, or except whatever new remake Resident Evil has in the pipeline, which I really hope they don't remake the first one. God, that would be stupid. Just do Code Veronica or RE5 and stop acting like little sissies.
Snoop Dogg simultaneously took over Fortnite and Times Square
God.
with one performance. Well, tonight he's here at the Game Awards to finish the fight, to help us celebrate our 10th anniversary like no one else can, debuting a brand new song from his new album Missionary with Dr. Dre that drops tonight. Game Awards.
Oh, word.
Give it up for Snoop Dogg!
Yeah, I'm gonna take a piss break, and I suggest that you all do the same.
I need you on your feet right now. Everybody on your feet.
Yeah, okay, I'm back. I wasn't gonna subject any of you to, Oh, are they done with that stupid crap?
Carol G. Also this year, once again, we had the Game Awards vote in Fortnite Island, where the Fortnite community
That was a
picked
quick
Murder
performance.
Mystery as their favorite island of the year. You can head to the TGA Island right now to check out all the nominees and meet MetaHuman Jeff. Yes, that's actually a thing. Stick around, much more Game Awards ahead.
No, please end this.
That's right, we are far from done. And awards like Best Narrative, and of course, Game of the Year with the Game Awards Orchestra.
Oh god. Jesus. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. We saw pretty much every facet of kids' entertainment within gaming. I should have called. This should have been on my bingo card to mention, hey, we haven't had a Lego game, and then lo and behold, man. I always say that, like, something, any form of entertainment should either be good, great, or bad. It shouldn't be bland, because then there's, I mean, I could mercilessly make fun of something that's bad. I mean, just give me a Blumhouse movie to watch. But, like, dude, this is just, they're just not giving me any kind of material to work with, man. I struggle to. The best thing that I've seen all night was Hunt Showdown Murder Circus, and I guess Turok Origins.
Zelda's adventure begins with monsters. She can learn echoes of pots, meat, and even enemies.
Damn, how long has the Nintendo Switch been out? I think it came out 20. It would have to be 2018 or earlier.
With so many echoes to learn, how you use them is up to you.
No, 2017. Damn, that's crazy.
Hey, you're in a PC Game Pass ad. Want new games on day one?
Yeah.
Bet. We got you.
Bet.
Cool safe house. Next. How about a new career with EA Play? Ribs got boo. This is my kind of office party.
I want to play with all the League of Legends champions.
Riot benefits. Say less. We got you.
I'm not the ones in the game.
Hey, PC Game Pass. We got you.
This rat cult spreads through Gotham like a plague.
Oh god, this crap.
Stop it. Even if it
like, how of all the villains you could have picked, the Rat King?
It feeds the shadow deep inside us.
I'm done holding back.
Like, look, I'm happy for them to not Arkham Shadow, cringe. I'm happy for them not to continually rely on the Joker, but the Rat King? I forgot that was a thing.
We still have a few big awards to hand out, but first, for a limited time only, Prime members in the US can go to amazon.com/thegameawards to get up to 50% off select gaming accessories from brands Turtle Beach, PDP, SteelSeries, and Razer.
Now, please welcome singer-songwriter Khalid.
Ooh.
Music and score in video games isn't just the soundtrack of our journey. It's the racing heartbeat of every battle, the haunting echo of every failure, and the soul of every victory. From soaring orchestral pieces to intimate melodies that break our hearts. The right music makes games unforgettable.
Really?
Here are the nominees for
Why?
Best Score and Music.
I can understand how that's a thing, but really, I mean, does anyone even recognize or identify with modern day video game soundtracks? Okay, fair enough. But that's one game, and, you know, it's obvious why a Silent Hill game would be considered for best musical composition or score.
And the Game Award goes to Final Fantasy.
I say Silent Hill got screwed. Anyway, I was while I was on my piss break during the Snoop Dogg presentation, I'm gonna have to throw up a poll about which Game Awards did it best between the Game Awards or the Horror Game Awards, and which is what I'm gonna do a live stream Overcast for on Saturday. I think it's fair to say that this hasn't even finished. I haven't even watched the Horror Game Awards, but I gotta believe that they're gonna have a better presentation than this. They're not gonna need a big stage, and they're not gonna need friggin' celebrity endorsements or any of this crap. I offhand can't think of like all of the games that came out like just this year. Actually, Alone in the Dark, I hope gets some spotlight at the Horror Game Awards, because that was a good game. That was my favorite game that I played all year. In fact, I liked Alone in the Dark remake more than even System Shock, to be honest. I wasn't that crazy about that game. I don't know. I expected more out of it. I never played the first one, but I didn't find the story particularly deep, or I didn't find the monsters particularly scary. I didn't see it as much of a survival horror game, and it just felt like very repetitive. I'm guessing this is going to go till 11, which I was not expecting. What?
And I'm equally pleased today to be able to finally announce the PC version of the game.
Delightful.
With this, I am delighted to be able to bring the beautiful
for Black Friday, I bought myself a new PC. I'm sorry, a new laptop. This will be my first gaming laptop. I try to swap out old hardware for new every 3 years, and this is on year number 4 that I've had this laptop that I'm currently streaming this on. I'm thinking and I'm hoping I made a better choice this time around, because I was deeply unimpressed with this laptop that I have now.
Now it's time for a tease of what's next from a legendary gaming franchise.
Well, let's see. I hate it already. I'm kidding. Is this a Batmobile? Oh, Sonic. Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay. Cool, I guess.
Yeah, that's all you get. There will be much more to share about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds in 2025.
All right, it's not that funny, Jeff.
I've had the pleasure of playing it, and trust me, it is a ton of fun.
Yeah,
Next
I bet
year,
you did.
fans will get to experience the Mafia franchise like never before in Mafia: The Old Country, an origin story
Interesting.
set in the brutal criminal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Tonight, we have the world's first look at this cinematic narrative action game.
Okay, let's see what you got.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family.
That's not how Italians speak. They speak and boppity boopity.
It is not forgiving.
Oh.
Is to betray all.
That is not an Italian accent.
Do you wish to commit yourself?
Ciao, bella.
Your life to this family.
You have two choices. Either rigatoni or the fettuccine.
I do.
This is kind of cool though. Old country mafia. Like how it started before it arrived on our shores. That's kind of cool. Kind of like a Godfather prequel. Or the Godfather prequel.
Must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Cool.
Summer 2025. Now more winners tonight at the Game Awards. Here are the nominees for Best Independent Game. Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes,
UFO 50?
UFO 50.
I don't know about any of
Award
these.
goes to Balatro. Congratulations again. Now the nominees for Best Mobile Game.
Oh god, why would you bother, man? Really?
Trading Card Game Pocket, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero. And the Game Award goes to
Zenless Zone Zero.
Congratulations again, local fans.
God, this guy's inflections are so annoying. Like, stand still.
Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2.
Silent
The
Hill.
award for audio design goes to Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Damn, man. They're not giving anything to Silent Hill 2.
Now the nominees for Player's Voice. It started with 30, down to these 5. Black Myth Wukong, Genshin Impact, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Wuthering Waves, and
Player's
Zenless Zone
Voice?
Zero. And the Game Award 100% by the global community selected this goes to Black Myth Wukong. Congratulations, Game Science. All right, there's still more Game Awards to go and more game announcements ahead. But right now, here's a look at Infinity Nikki, which has already achieved 20 million downloads.
I have no idea what that
A look at
is.
the new shooting star scene for the first time anywhere.
What is this called? Infinity Nikki? Oh my god, these cartoonish graphics. Any damn way. I'm gonna have to look through my notes. I always keep a OneNote of like ideas for videos that I want to make, or you know, vlogs and whatnot. Just, you know, interesting lists that tickle my fancy. But I need to look at game pitches that I have, just because I know I've written a couple throughout the years. Just adaptations that I would like to make. I'm very stoked about the list of Star Trek games, especially the Dominion War that I mentioned before. Just because I think that it's untapped, and I always like the idea, and I'm not saying I'm gonna, you know, open up my own game studio tomorrow, but I always like the idea of an untapped market, because it's such, there's so much potential there, you know what I mean? And I think that you have to understand, like with the Dominion War, you don't only have capital ship versus capital ship. You have planet side, like infantry battles. You would have space dogfights with the fighter craft that either side would have used. And then, you know, you can have, like, to me, the Romulans entering the war on the side of the Federation is interesting, because you would be able to show not only their arrogance, thinking that they themselves would be the deciding factor in ending the war, but the introduction to the Remans as well. Oh, another Mafia game. Hmm. Damn, they've been pushing the Steam Deck all night. Oh god. How much more do I have to take of this? I really hope this doesn't go into another hour. I mean, I gotta work tomorrow. This is silly. Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. What is this crap? And a Shrek Gingerbread Man. What am I watching? I doubt that.
Welcome back. You've seen the trailers. Now you get to play the game.
Chick looks like Rhea Ripley without makeup.
And Solo Leveling Arise are available on Google Play Games on PC for both Android and iPhone users. The best part, with Google Play Games, you can seamlessly sync your favorite titles across mobile and PC.
You trying to be like, what do you call it? Microsoft.
Please welcome previous Game Awards winner Laura Bailey and Emmy Award winner Aaron Paul.
Ooh. Aaron Paul? Emmy Award winner.
Wow.
You look...
Oh,
I know, he's a TV
so
star.
awesome to be here at the Game Awards with Laura Bailey, an absolute voice.
I forget what he's been in, but he looks familiar.
Right? I mean, Last of Us, Spider-Man, Critical Role. I'm honored to say that I got to work with you on Dispatch, the game that we're actually announcing tonight.
Yeah, but I haven't actually worked with you. You know, we never recorded at the same time.
No, I know, but, you know, technically we never shared the booth, but it is cool if I tell people, our friends out there, that we, you know, we work together.
Wait, no.
Oh god, the comedy, or what passes as comedy in this.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No, this is just a flat no.
Flat no, yeah. Listen, Evan.
That's funny, but that's actually Aaron, not.
Look, I get it. You were in like the greatest show of all time, and yeah, everybody loved The Wire. But
The Wire.
listen,
Okay.
that's TV,
Right.
and this is video games.
Mm-hmm.
This is art. Plus, I find it kind of strange that we've been backstage the whole time.
I swear, this is the MTV awards of video games.
No, I told you not to look at me, okay?
Oh.
Listen, Evan.
Ah.
Acting is listening.
Okay.
We're back
Got
there
it.
all night. You jump on me with this now?
I mean, look, I guess I was just a little starstruck meeting you, you know. Let's be honest.
So I know we're just reading off the prompter, but it still felt really good to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What'd I say about looking at me, though?
Sorry.
Yo, the
All right,
head
here is the world
shaking
premiere trailer
like,
for the
please.
game Laura and I worked on separately together.
I thought he was either gonna smack the mic or smack her in the face.
You're dead, I thought.
What is this?
This on the inside. My suit was
Uh.
You have a lot left to give. I would like to make you an offer.
This is SDN. How can we help you?
What is
Want me to
this?
sit in an office and dispatch heroes?
In exchange, we can make you Mecha Man again. Washed up dad bod superhero with no superpowers. Can't wait.
Okay.
Too easy.
I was just thinking of something and then I completely forgot.
What are you doing in
I am looking forward to the Horror Game Awards. I am looking forward to their. I missed it last year. I didn't even know of them until I think. Let me see. I think I didn't learn about them until a month after their Game Awards. So I am looking forward to their like their review and their how can I put it? Post-mortem, unintended, of this year in survival horror, as well as what trailers they have, because I gotta imagine they have some good stuff to announce for the year ahead, and certainly better options that are on tap than what we have here on this fascinating programming.
Winner from last year, he's a visionary creator, Sam Lake from Remedy.
Sam Lake. Oh, I know this guy. He has a funny voice.
I was back at the Game Awards. It felt like a loop. I'd lost track of how many times I'd been here. How many awards.
What was that game that they came out with for
Something
the
kept
Xbox
nagging at
One?
me, forcing me to snap out of my reverie. I was here to do a job. Hand out the award for Best Narrative. The nominees were each incredible. Frankly, I was so impressed by the storytelling genius, I was overcome by a nasty fit of jealousy.
No one's
They
laughing.
never need to know that. Play it cool. On the stage, I felt an urge to dance. That's what they all wanted.
He kind of looks like William Sadler.
I'd save it for another time. Keep this short. Here are the nominees for Best Narrative.
Okay. Now that that's over with.
You here to pick a fight?
Why not take us on?
It's upon us.
They made a Final Fantasy VII and a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
You ready for this, Kasuga?
This is the way of the real world. I will show you a world with honor.
The heartbeat of the lost ones.
You better have Silent Hill on there, and you better win.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her?
I'm wondering when we're gonna get the trailer for the upcoming Return to Silent Hill.
Award goes to Metaphor.
Oh my god. I hope the Horror Game Awards treat Silent Hill 2 better than this show does. Yeah, but in the month-to-month award show that the Horror Game Awards channel has, I am looking forward to what they have on tap for reveals and trailers for the games that we can expect next year. And like I said, I have to believe that they have more on tap than... I mean, even this show thus far has been a disappointment, not even just in terms of, horror games to look forward to or to celebrate, but games in general. I mean, this is just an L.
So first of all, I think it's fantastic. I feel so happy and so honored to be up here on stage at this incredible show. I think storytelling is a really important part of games. And I think knowing that we focus on making stories throughout our career, and knowing that we've been honored here in this way today is really honoring. So additionally, I'd like to thank everybody at the studio who has helped make this game. Without their help, we could not have done this. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Trying to think. What is there to look forward to in 2025 as far as gaming is concerned?
Congratulations.
I think we're out of remakes, right?
Really amazing. Metaphor Refantasio. I love these moments where we're able to pass the torch from a previous winner to a brand new
2 years ago we had Dead Space, we had Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill was on, Silent Hill 2 was on the horizon.
Very magical things to happen at our anniversary show. Things that might not have
Kind
ever
of it,
seen
I
the
guess.
possibility. If you truly love video games like I do, this moment.
God, dude, the overacting. Who's your acting coach? Jimmy Kimmel? Okay. All right, I don't care about this. Yeah, I think we're all tapped out on remakes. You never know what remaster Night Dive is gonna come out with, so I guess that's a wait and see. But gee, what could they remake other than the obvious choices of Parasite Eve and Dino Crisis? I mean, we know that some remake is going to be coming down the pipeline for Resident Evil. But I don't think No, I don't I can't imagine what else is going to come out. Maybe a oh god, what is this called? The Japanese horror games, Fatal Frame. I imagine that some sequel of Fatal Frame that never released in the West may come out, because I know that they came out with Maiden of Blackwater in 2021, which was, I don't know, the third, and then they came out with the fourth, so it could be that they're gonna come out with another one of those. Oh, that was quick.
Gucci-san and Kamiya-san and his new studio that we're also announcing, Clovers. Production is just about to begin on the Okami sequel, and I am beyond honored we could share this very special announcement here at our 10th anniversary celebration. Thank you to Capcom and the Tujimoto family for this anniversary gift. Still to come, Game of the Year, but right now, here's some much-awaited news on the release timing for Crimson Desert from Pearl Abyss.
What?
The continent of Pywell. A land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace and those who seek to shatter it.
Pearl Abyss? That's a weird name for a game if this is like a Viking game, which it looks like it is.
There are beings who brought chaos to mortals. The rifts they have created will return.
I like the visuals and the game mechanics.
We seek to correct this.
It's obvious that everyone wants to stay far the hell away from that, what do you call it? That Black Samurai game that came out this year, which is pretty controversial. Was that an Assassin's Creed game? I don't know. But yeah, I think DEI has run its course and run rampant through not just video games, but the wallets of gamers, and now the studios are hurting for it.
For those who have died, for those who have survived.
And what's annoying is, like, the prospect that's bothersome is that these games would have failed anyway. It's just that they failed harder because of identity politics, which no one asked for. So it's getting rid of DEI in gaming would be great, but it wouldn't alleviate the problems that they've had or continue to have, which I think are from a creative perspective. Like, hey, it's great that when we don't have to have, you know, pink-haired land whales in our video games, but that's not gonna address any of the problems that the industry as a whole is having. God, when did Fortnite come out? Like 2014? Really? John Wick. Oh god, let me lower this before. You never know with music. Yes, that's how. Like, they're trying to be funny with this, but it really is how the audience feels.
What a nightmare I was having. I dreamed we were still at the Game Awards.
We are!
No!
Yep. And even worse, I heard a Final Fantasy game is up for Game of the Year.
Well, my Final Fantasy is for this show to be over.
Yeah,
I mean...
Right? And I also heard they nominated DLC for Game of the Year.
That's like giving a Lifetime Achievement Award to pre-ordered bonuses.
Hey, look!
I mean, it really doesn't take away from them if they're mocking themselves. Like, if this were an entertaining show, they wouldn't have to mock the fact that it's not. What a maroon. That actually is funny.
All right, welcome back to the Game Awards, everyone. Before we present Game of the Year, I just wanted to come out here and reflect.
God, please don't give another speech where you're gonna pretend to cry.
There have been so many incredible announcements. I can't believe the show that we're able to put together, and thanks to all the studios and developers for helping us make it happen. So I just want to say thank you to so many of you here in the person who have believed in me along the way and trusted our team to create this event. And thank you to the fans around the world for taking your time to watch this show.
Wrap it up.
Gaming's greatest days are ahead, and I can't even
I highly doubt that, especially considering what we've seen out of this.
The Game Awards and the game industry growing around the world.
Yes, get on with it.
Now, because tonight is such a special show, we do have one more thing. One of our industry's most celebrated developers has been hard at work in complete secrecy, building a brand new original world unlike anything they've done before.
Complete secrecy?
What you're about to see is captured entirely in the game engine. We're happy to share with you tonight's final world premiere at the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards.
Well, let's see it. What you got? English, please. That is too small for me to read. The settling of generations. Okay. It would be funny if we didn't get a Resident Evil 9 trailer here, but we did for the Horror Game Awards. What is this? It's a chick shaving, isn't it? What a shock. Tattoos and God. It is going to take a while for this crap to get out of gaming. Because no one's interested in it. I think that the Critical Drinker was talking about how, yes, he was on, what was it? Drinkers Chasers?
Excellent. How is that excellent? It's next to fucking superior. No one has left that
Language.
600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it is never heard from again. Superstitions? No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts. You worry too much. You know what I worry just right about? I say we wait for him to leave, or how about we find a new lead? He's not worth it.
God. This Gen Z smugness is...
Another hunter swooping in? Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there. He clearly is. He is clearly desperate. And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another...
What? I gotta ask, what is the imperative to make women unattractive. That's the funniest part to me. Like with so much emphasis on female representation and I don't even know what I've run out of like buzzwords to refer to this as. Like why is it that, especially I tend to find it, especially with black women and certain times with Asian women, there is just like an absolute really, Sony? There's an oh my god. There's an imperative to make women unattractive. Like, this chick looks like that girl from the bald Asian chick from Alien Romulus. And she was the first to die, if I'm not mistaken. Like, look at that face. The bald head, the thick eyebrows. Yeah. What? Yeah, that Marty McFly jumpsuit is very tactical. Yeah, thanks, Naughty Dog. Next.
There you have it. That was Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, a brand new franchise from Naughty Dog and PlayStation, directed by Neil Druckmann and starring
Oh god, that pube.
I'm also happy
He's the reason, him and his reaction to so many content creators regarding criticism of The Last of Us 2 is why I'll never play that game or that franchise. So many channels they copyright struck.
Over the past decade,
Oh, thank God. I was ready to tap out on this stream.
Last year's winner from Larian, Sven Vinka.
I realize you guys have been sitting here for over 3 hours. But I still have some time credits.
You must be referring to us at home as well.
So it turns out that not only will I be the one who will know as first which game wins tonight, but I actually also know which game is going to win next year, the year after, and the year after. Now, how do I know this? Well,
Do you know how to be funny, though? That's the actual question that I'm curious about.
It's a modern oracle, so they made me sign an NDA. But I trust all of you. I know you can keep a secret. You will never leak it. The oracle told me that the game of the year 2025 was going to be made by
Why wouldn't you just shave your head? Your hairline has retreated damn near behind your skull.
But somehow, it keeps on getting lost. Studio made their game because they wanted to make a game.
Like, it's so far behind your head, if you were to style it, you couldn't even see how the pattern would appear if combed, because it's so far back.
To meet arbitrary sales targets or fear being laid off if they didn't meet those targets. And furthermore, the people in charge forbade them from cramming the game with anything whose only purpose was to increase revenue and didn't serve the game design. They didn't treat their developers
Dude,
like numbers on
announce the freaking nominees, my god.
And they didn't make
Like, do they have a mandate to drag this out?
In function of a bonus or politics. They knew that if you put the game and the team first, the revenue will follow.
Yeah, right.
Idealism and wanted players to have fun. And they realized that if the developers didn't have fun, nobody was going to have any fun. They understood
That's what the mandate was.
that if they treated their developers and players well, those same developers and players would forgive them when things didn't go as planned. But above all, they cared about their game because they loved games. It's really that simple, said the Oracle. Winning Game of the Year turned out to be a life-changing event for us. It was an amazing thing. To those who will win Game of the Year 2024, you have no idea what's waiting for you. It's an incredible honor,
Oh, we don't have any idea what's waiting for us.
Remember,
Why? Do you have 20 more minutes of speech? Come on.
You can always come back next year and chat for 3 minutes. Okay? So, now, to pay tribute to the nominees for Game of the Year, once again, Lorna Balfe and the TGA Orchestra.
Oh god. Oh no, no, no. Not more music that nobody asked for. I don't know what that is. There was a hipster. Easy there, Chief. He almost looks like he's gonna take a bite out of that sax. Honestly, like all of this extra pageantry and the effects and all that, like is this what gamers want? Like, it's so strange that this is even a thing. I know I've mentioned this several times during the stream, but like, seriously. How do you go, this is the 10th anniversary of this show, like, how do you go this long without realizing that? Nobody asked for this. An orchestra, musical performances, celebrity endorsements. It's just like, this is starting to read like a Kamala campaign. Equally as cringy and unsuccessful. Wow. And how funny is it that, like, dude, we can hear the music. We get that there's an orchestra there. How's about, and call me crazy, how's about you put the focus on the nominees? Like, why do you keep cutting back to the orchestra? You obviously have this big, like, Tron in the, yeah, that. Put the focus on the actual nominees, man. Like, seriously, we can hear that there's an orchestra. We don't have to see them as well. We don't have to see them to believe that they're playing their instruments. It's like, oh, we won't be able to hear it if we don't see them playing their flutes. Yeah, I was about to say, like, if this doesn't end, this is the longest way to announce your nominees for the final award. Oh, good.
And the game of the year is Astrobot.
I didn't even know what the nominees were. They kept cutting away every time they listed one of the runner-ups. Okay, now feel free to go on about climate change or political crusades that you're on in your acceptance speech. Oh, come on, get up there already. We're tired. I have no idea what Astrobot is. Please make it short and sweet. For the love of God. Okay, what does he got to say?
Well, nothing can prepare you for that. Thank you so much. I'm thinking once again to all the SOBs back in Japan. You know, 65 of them right now, they're crying. So please, a round of applause for them. Thank you.
I don't know what he meant by SOBs.
You guys, you know, when I thought about, you know, why this game, you know, give people joy and smiles on their faces, I think it came down to the people every day making the game and it's doing exactly that. I think, you know, when I think of the team, it's the amount of generosity they gave. They put the user first always, you know, never thought about any, you know, any calculation. It was just about the kids especially, because we had this huge privilege to be potentially the first game to be in the hands of children, and we know what it means very much. So Team
What the hell does that mean?
From the bottom of our heart, you know, well done and thank you so much. Now, thank you. I have to thank a few more people because a lot of people contributed to this game, of course, in SIE and PlayStation or family. You know, Herman who gave, you know, the studio a chance, and Scott Roddy who really believed in Astro even before we did.
I know nothing about this game. I'm just gonna talk over him because this is boring. I have to check. I'm curious if like what PlayStation is doing to celebrate their 30th anniversary. I can't believe that PlayStation has been around for that long. That's wild to me. I gotta admit, like, even though I haven't taken a comprehensive list, every time I would see like a new trailer for an upcoming survival horror game, I would always see that, or I should say, I would always notice that it was coming to PlayStation 5 in addition to PC. So it looks like, I imagine these will be timed exclusives, but I mean, it does look like there is plenty of upcoming horror that will be coming to the PS5. Odd that, and again, I haven't taken a list, it's just something that I noticed. Odd that that wasn't the case for the Series X. I do need to make a list because for the coming year. Not that there aren't plenty of horror games to choose from to keep the mind games and the live stream busy. In addition to my new laptop, it's the first gaming laptop that I will have ever purchased, and obviously for better streaming. But I absolutely intend on getting my gaming rig. Hold on, let's see what this geek has to say in his sign off.
Going to do it for our 10th anniversary of the Game Awards. More than anything, I hope tonight made you believe that the future of our medium is brighter and greater than ever. Congratulations
Yes, psych.
to the winners, and thanks to all the incredible teams around the world who shared their
Psych!
upcoming work with
That's
us.
the wrong number!
Professionally, thanks to all of you for showing up and believing in me and the Game Awards. We'll see you back here at the Peacock Theater for the Game Awards 2025, our 12th show live on Thursday, December 11th, 2025. Thank you. Happy holidays. Have a good night.
Jesus.
No more games.
That there was a rough one. Oh man. Jesus. You would think that for their 10th anniversary they'd have something special. I don't know, man. You think calling in favors, trying to make sure that this would be like the best show that they would have, and I don't know if they just wanted to play it safe, pun intended. But man, this was a boring show. I mean, what the hell? It dragged, nothing interesting. let me. I was taking notes during the live streams. Killing Floor 3, Turok Origins, the first Berserker Kazan, the Dying Light looks okay. It's only worth a mention, not really something to look forward to. Hunt Showdown, Murder Circus was what I had the most interest in. They kept talking about Helldivers, Warframe 1999, Stage Fright looks okay. Man, this was one boring show. And again, like, how many live performances did they have? One would think that they would use that time to be more innovative. Like, okay, what can we do to entertain? Not the musical performances, because nobody watches these for that. This was a slog to sit through, and like the comedy was bad. Why did they have the Muppets? Yeah, this was an L. This was a slog to sit through, especially at 3.5 hours. Oh my god. I was feeling it like after an hour and a half. I was just like, oh boy, this is a bit of a drag. Man, the Horror Game Awards would have to put in overtime to just botch an entertainment show this badly. I'm hoping that will be, and obviously, like, I was watching this not because it was just any old Game Awards, but I was hoping that they were going to be much more survival horror on the scene, much more survival horror trailers after 3.5 hours. I mean, is that asking too much? Do I sound nuts for expecting that? But man, this was a rough one. I thank all of you for. I hope I made this entertaining for you. I tried to. I kept telling myself to just, not doze off, because I just, oof, man, this was a lot to take. And pause. Anyway, this will not be the final word on Game Awards, because in 2 nights I will be streaming the Horror Game Awards at, I believe it's 4 o'clock, if not 4:30 on Saturday. Like I said, I have to believe that will be a much more entertaining show than this crap was. So I do hope that you will catch me tomorrow. I will be doing a live stream of Dexter Original Sin episode 1 for the Mind's Eye Theater, and like I said, I will be watching the Horror Game Awards on Saturday, which I have to believe will be infinitely better than this trash was. In addition to that, wow, last week I did a Beetlejuice watch party on Friday. I did in preparation for the Werewolves movie that came out last weekend. I did a precaution and aftershock, which is my film preview and reaction video. I asked that you take a watch to that, and I did my first playthrough of the live stream of Legacy of Kain 1 and 2 remastered. So I asked that. There's plenty of Mind's Eye, Mind Games, Mind's Eye Theater, and your boy Inkarnate to enjoy. I did not enjoy this particular Game Award show. A lot to sit through, a lot of boring, man. My God, I just again, luckily this isn't the only show in town for this week, so I do ask, if anything, that you help me in redeeming. Well, I can't even say redeeming myself, because I didn't put on this crappy show. But I hope that you will join me in the palate cleanser that will be the Horror Game Awards this Saturday. So I've been Inkarnate for the Mind Games, reminding you to keep it here where we reap the fear.
If you're resigned to your fate, time to subscribe to your fears.
Come play with us forever.
So say good night to the bad guy.